Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents Dungeons with Veterans. I am Dan Latham, also known as Shout at Dagar, and I am the Game Master for this evening's game. So before we jump into the game, let's go ahead and have our players introduce themselves. Starting to my right, it looks like, that'll be Ducks, which is probably apparently busy at the moment. So we'll move from Ducks to...
No, I'm here. I'm usually not first. And I don't have Twitch up, so I can't see myself. So I didn't know I was first.
No, it's just where the cameras
Well,
ended up getting arranged after somebody turned off the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
To be fair, we
No.
can't see you either.
You
look
see
like
a beautiful mountainscape, though.
Yeah. I'm going to call you Steve Canyon.
That's all good. I don't mind Steve Canyon. It's a nice reference. And then I'm related to Rock, right? All right. Well, I am Todd Meekum. I'm playing Ducks, the excuse me, lovable, cuddly, barbarian, rogue, monk that likes to get himself and others into trouble along with him.
So following Ducks is Corporal.
My name is Christy Kalis. I go by Chris or Dizzy. I play Corporal Punishment, the Tiefling Paladin, and her trusty, whatever the hell it is now, companion for head. It's a flying something or other.
Puritan.
And I guess before you check on the stalker behind you,
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. My name is Tara. I am playing Belfie Twinblade, the rogue with vendetta to fill. Yeah, I gotta check that. I'll be right back.
yeah, no
Who's
problem.
Phil?
What?
Who's Phil?
Good luck.
What?
Who's Phil?
Phil.
Oh, goodness.
No comment.
All right. Following Belfie is May I?
Hello, I am Marcus Scott. I will be playing Brother May, the group's cleric slash warlock. Who's
Slash
going with the
wannabe
flow.
lich.
Who? Yeah.
Slash
No,
might become one.
if y'all keep hiding behind me and let me die, yeah.
I mean,
It'll probably
did
come up
I?
short. It'll just be one of those crystal skulls. We'll just miss.
He'll just be a demi-lich.
Well, we just have two
Liches
skulls flying
can't
around.
die. Liches can't die, can they?
Oh, they do once.
So next after Brother May I is Surge.
My name is Curtis Ross. I am playing Surge, the Wild Hunt Shifter to Circle of the Moon Druid. Apparently, I am the group's transportation needs. I meet and exceed them, I try. So,
Transportation captain, we call you.
yeah. Hey, yeah, we're going to go over this direction. Jump at this tree. We're good to go.
So we have a vacation we need to book. We'll just get in touch with you.
Oh, yeah. Or just, yeah, don't think too hard for a second, and now you're just a cloud.
So the center of our little clock here is...
I'm Fritz. I'm running a World War II soldier who used to work for Forum Tenebris, but he has resigned some time ago.
Or did he?
He
mean, he
resigned
shot him
most
in the
emphatically.
How do we know that wasn't a trick?
Sorry about that.
We never know. So which one of my illustrious players would care to give us a recap on what happened last session?
We met a druid who sent us to a cave to kill gnolls that helped us transport kids to back to town. We had a party. A lot of us got drunk. And then I had a vision of where we had to go and how to defeat the lich. So I relayed that. Yes. Yes, I did.
I think he's paraphrasing. I don't remember a party.
Yeah, celebration.
Oh, I remember the party. Well, parts of
Do you
bits and-
remember the bad dancing?
Yeah. And Belfi was,
Good
you
dancing
know,
as well.
Don't remember that at
was
all.
on her nephew.
Yeah, well, Rock, you were drinking a lot.
There is kind of a blank spot.
And I know
but
your constitution isn't as good as mine, so.
Which is saying a lot since he was the first one to pass out.
I'm pretty
That
glad
doesn't
that
mean I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just as well they don't have Facebook or Twitter in this world.
I think I'd be the guy with the magic marker dick on my face.
Wait, there are magic paints, so that might not work out too well.
Well, I mean, I got a quill.
Oh no.
I do have a quill with the transdimensional portal to the Shadow Realm.
Strange. Dux has a strange urge never to drink again.
So, why don't you go ahead and hit that rollable table for your card? There we go.
Hey,
For those at home, he rolled Vienna's Grace, which allows him to add a d6 to any healing that he administers to someone, whether it be through spell or potion, which is good for a cleric to get that. Or he could use it on one unconscious individual to give them 1 hit point. Almost like popping a good berry in their mouth. So, here we are. You guys are in Consti, which for those at home is right here. What would you like to do?
I believe we all met down in the basement, didn't we? And we were discussing.
You were
Not the
disgusting.
basement.
I don't
tavern.
know about that. Were you all disgusting down in that
The
basement?
basement is disgusting, not us.
Some of us
Yes.
felt disgusting after.
We're discussing the disgusting basement.
I'm so confused. This is why we never make big progress.
I gotta make sure I got spells.
Yeah. So,
You have had a long rest
oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
because, party, pass out, blah, blah, blah. Dreams.
And we
all
were
that.
at breakfast, weren't we?
Yeah,
Yes, you were.
that's why I was confused about the basement. I thought
Same.
we were in the.
It's not the basement, it's the common room in the inn.
Right.
But because it's rock, it's a basement.
Got it.
Sort of a base. Meant to be.
Okay. So are we going to Barrymore then? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah, because someone needs something there, I guess.
Yeah, we need
Well-
to collect
Because
stuff.
brother May I and me need to go shopping.
Well, and
Yeah.
the tattoo artist is there too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind going back. I got some extra coin now.
Okay.
Right. I've never been. I'm eager to see more.
Oh,
of this world.
there's a great
Yeah.
halfling there, and she has some skills with the quills.
Skills with the pills, you say?
Oh yeah.
But it
See,
is
and
a,
I'll show her my tattoos that I have on my arms.
And what
it's
am I
a big
looking at?
city. So
You're seeing
watch
you're seeing
yourself.
on my arm. You see like these lines of black, and they seem almost alive on my forearms. They wind up onto my hands, and on the back of each hand there are 3 claws. And then when I want to, I can project the claws out so I can hit people up to 30 feet away using my melee attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty snazzy. I can only
Right.
get once per
Do they
long
last?
rest though.
Only
Forever.
once per long rest?
No, yeah, so I can only use that one attack once per long rest, but they give me a +1 to my attack always.
That's
So
very
while
good.
we're in the meeting, I'll do my little briefing. Today it's on the proper ways to check for safe construction in a edifice that has experienced some kind of battle damage.
That's one I might actually understand some.
And you'll get 19 temporary hit points out of it.
Nice. Because we're going to the port and because we're still landlocked and it doesn't matter and I do it anyway, water breathing all around.
Yeah, I might fall into a puddle, and they'll.
Hey,
save
you
my-
might be May I. The one time I didn't cast it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm being waterboarded. How miserable.
You guys are having entirely too much fun with this.
So, looking at the map too, I know we had mentioned after going to Barrymore, going over to Anne's or Uromo, but there is a river coming out of Consti all the way down here, and there's like a delta region here with a port city in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So we could,
So my
if we
question,
wanted to, come down here.
yeah, what if
to
we
Barrymore.
took river transportation down to Consti or down to the Delta region, and then got on a bigger boat and planted the tree on the deck of the boat?
It needs to
I-
have fertile soil that it can live in.
And we can give us some, a thin veneer of fertile soil.
I feel like that could do damage to the boat that we are about to abandon by walking through a
Yeah.
tree.
And I'm not gonna lose my staff. That's my thing.
Not to
So,
mention,
yeah.
I think
to
this
actually
works.
use the transport, the tree has to be stationary.
Hmm.
Well, the tree's
what-
stationary on the deck of the ship.
Did you mention that you had a dream? May I? I don't remember in the.
Yes. We need to make our way to Nirenthal. There is a ritual that I must conduct in the library of
No return.
shit. What the order are we in?
Right, and the tree was
The
destroyed.
keep.
Yeah, I scried on Nirenthal. There was a nasty black storm around it, much like what was down in Orzul.
Right.
No.
And yeah, the tree had been
Right.
vivisected.
All right, so Barrymore first, gear up, do whatever we have to, sell whatever. And then, is there not, I mean, where is Barrymore? Is it not close to a port itself?
The issue is there's no way to easily. There's no canals or anything that go through the city or the world, not even like right here. So to go all
Are
the way
there no
from Barrymore,
transportation
is-
portals or anything like that?
Now,
I mean, I can open doors to trees I've seen.
now, have you ever been to Port Looney or the cities that are? There's other cities in Nirenthal.
Oh, that was the only tree I had seen in all of Nirenthal that would work for me.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
We
I
think the
couldn't-
whole island's been pretty well overrun anyway.
yeah. But
Well,
there's
let's-
big nasty storm it looked like from all around, even
Well, there's time of the essence then. What's a timeline that you have to
Yes.
perform this ritual?
The sooner the better.
Well, then we
Because
should
he
finish eating
draws
and go.
each day we delay, the lich apparently draws more strength.
oh well, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
Well, I can because I thought about it, I can get us back to Barrymore, but it's going to take some time. We got to get back to that tree we just came from. Is there anything else we need to do in Consti while we're here before we leave?
Well, the things that I needed, I thought was something I need enchanted for, but it's actually I just need a shit ton of iron. So I can get that from here. But if y'all want to go to Barrymore for other stuff, we can do that.
It might be good to go there and get some other provisions.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long sail.
Well, we don't have to sail from Barrymore, because that's why I was kind of thinking if we make our way downriver to the Delta region, where there's a port city, we can then get on a boat here.
What if we just tree crash the Merlin guy?
Oh, the dragon?
Yeah, I mean, we could
back
go to
to Zerg.
Barrymore, get what we need in Barrymore, and then go to the country of Kirsch, and then get a boat in that where we left our other boat, and maybe raise our other boat or find some land and then get that way. I think it might be faster than going down the river to the Delta region.
True.
So that's 2,800 miles, and this is only 4,000 miles.
I'm just saying the sea is faster than the river.
Yeah,
See, it
and so-
provides for 24/7 transport.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, and the
get
river
back
we have
there.
to stop every night because we can't continue. Like someone has to navigate on the river. The sea, we just have to have
If there is if there's a ship going up and down,
Oh, you're saying we could take the ferry rather than trying to get ourselves there?
yeah, basically, if there's a ship coming up and down, we might be able to, barter our way or get passage onto the ship so we don't have to sail it ourselves.
Are we sure there
and
is
even
a
if
ship
we
that
don't,
does
though,
that?
usually river ships, they stop at night anyway, though, because you can't see the edges, you can't see if there's any sandbars or whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm just saying it would probably take longer to go down the river than it would to go in the ocean.
Is there anything else that we have to finish here in Consti at all?
Well, here's the deal. I can get us to Barrymore, but I can't get us back.
Well, not today.
No, not today.
No.
So even if we got to Barrymore and we wanted to go somewhere else, we'd still have to wait a day.
We want to spend a couple days in Barrymore.
So
Big
I
city.
mean, I'm fine with spending a few days to handle whatever businesses need to be held, but that's.
I mean, I do have something I need to pick up later from a shop here. So, I mean, if we stay here another day, I'm okay with that. And I think Surge does too.
no, my stuff's done this morning.
Oh, no, I have something.
It says
Yeah.
Sarge, not Surge.
Yeah. I have
Oh.
something, but it's backed up behind some other person's jewelry needs.
Yeah, I got my just
Oh.
cut.
Oh,
What did
well,
you get?
maybe Surge and
Oh.
I can go together.
There you go.
Do that.
Where's the bus at right now?
I don't know, but I'm pushing someone in front of it.
I think it's out picking up speed right now.
What's a
I
bus?
think I might be driving.
All right, so and Dan, if I look around, who else is in this bottom room with us? Anybody?
Yeah, there's a few people in here.
Are like, do we have enough space where I can like lower my voice and feel relatively private about it, or is
Give
it?
me a perception check.
I'll assist her perception because I'm a perceptive.
I'm not telling you I'm looking, man.
Oh, it's obvious.
I was gonna say, can I tell if she's looking?
You,
My
It's a
insight's a
23
21.
without trying.
you got there's about, not counting the barkeep, you see about 3 other patrons in here. They're all kind of spread out eating their breakfast.
Alright.
So
last night-
depending upon exactly how quiet you want to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be pretty quiet, but I'm not. I mean, I don't feel like I'm saying anything that would, I just want to check. So last night, I met another halfling, and it turns out that he is actually a descendant of my own, which is awkward, really.
The one you were
What?
dancing with.
Yes, not my descendant. I didn't have any children
Wait,
of my own, but
Is this my own grandpa kind of thing?
no, more like
My own super great.
many great aunt dancing with. Evidently, it's my nephew, which is interesting. And also, they delivered a message through him. Evidently, the one that we're already seeking has the ring of my family, but I don't know why
No.
he would still have it.
I'm going to clarify something here. I don't honestly, because I just came out and said it last week. Technically, I don't think he's your nephew, because your nephew would have to be your sister or your brother's kid, and we already know that that's not the case.
True.
But
Right.
he is definitely a relative of one of your siblings, way down the line.
Okay, cousin or something.
A lot.
Replace nephew with cousin.
He's your great aunt's once removed second cousin's third niece.
Something like it's way down the line.
Nephew's
Something like
son.
that.
But the whole point of nephew was to point out that he was from one of your siblings' descendants.
Right. Well, that's why I was saying great. It's like I'm super old, but he's from. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's still even Twin Blade.
Anyway, yeah.
He could be called Two Shoes by now. Name's
Right. What are you, butter knife? I don't know. But evidently the lich. Well, I wouldn't say lich. I would have said the one we were hunting. Has the ring from my family. I don't know why he would have kept it. As far as I was ever told, it was just a signet ring. So it's interesting to me that he would have it, but if I need to get it back. It's basically been tasked upon me to do so since we're already on that path. So I am whatever has to happen for us to get there, I'm in it for the whole, I guess.
You know, when we find this guy, getting your heirloom back is going to be kind of secondary priority.
Well, he'd have to be dead to do so, so
Yes, that
I
is
mean-
the highest priority right there.
well, yes, I'm not just going to sneak in and steal it from him. He's, as you can imagine, I have some pent up rage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too happy with them either. So I'm thinking you're kind of down in the tertiary zone. There's going to be killing them, then there's going to be posturing them in undesirable positions and taking some pictures, and then we'll get the ring.
I'd like to remove the ring before some of those positions you may posture him in, please.
Now, that's just rude.
Who am I looking at?
Nobody. Sergeant Rock's hearing this in his head.
Oh, okay.
That's just rude.
But
Okay.
inevitable.
Talk about me like that.
You're going to find that we're going to enjoy it, and you're not.
Are you talking out loud, one-sided?
Yeah, you're kind of hearing one side of a conversation.
I'm not going to enjoy what? I'm very confused.
Did you not hear that?
Hear what?
I heard what you said.
Oh,
Have you gone
I want to
senile?
tap into Rock's mind and see if I can overhear this conversation.
You tap into his mind. If he lets you, you hear nothing. There's nothing there.
What did you hear? What did...
No, he's thinking all the time. He's going, what am I going to do about this ring thing?
What did you hear?
You know, I heard a voice that was telling me that it was rude for me to claim that we're going to pose his body in compromising positions.
So
That's what-
basically, you're saying that he's listening and spying on you constantly.
Apparently, we may have something that can stop that. I think we have a.
Yeah, if this would help you, the amulet of non-detection.
I would hope so, because otherwise, we can't tell you any of the plans, and you just have to go along with whatever we say.
Now,
Could be fun.
That's what he does anyway. He
Sorry.
never knows the plan.
Sergeant Rock, it's not the first time you've heard this voice.
I have, true. But I am going to have to try to attune to this amulet, which makes me sad because I'll have to give up something.
Yeah, it hidden from divination magic, can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors is what this amulet will do for you.
See if it works. But I'll have to spend some time with it. I'm going to have to get rid of this Iron Stone of Reserve. It's only 3 spell slots, no biggie. It's kind of cool though. I like that way of.
Now, I believe Brother Mai was wanting to cast a spell himself while y'all were eating breakfast.
Yeah, while they were jibber jabbering.
Can that Ironstone Reserve give a non-caster spell slots?
No.
Oh.
It just gives you 3 extra spell
Oh.
slots.
No, that's
Would it give
actually
me
true.
3 extra key maybe if I'm wearing it?
Nope.
No, it actually does give anybody who has the Ironstone going on their head can cast the spells that are in it. So it is something that. Dux
So if
could
you
attune
loaded
to.
it with spells, I could cast it.
It's true.
Which,
So if you decide to throw a bunch of fireballs into it,
It only has 3 spell slots. So
still,
it
that's
only-
3 fireballs.
Currently has 2 healing words and a blessing.
It's got 3 levels worth of spell slots.
Oh, so it'd be 1 fireball.
no,
No, it'd be
Third-
1.
Isn't the fireball a 3rd level?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Is it?
Oh, is fireball 3rd level?
I think
Yes, it
fireball's a
is.
3rd level spell.
You have to wait till your
Oh.
5th level to get it. But
Well,
yeah.
I can't do that because I can't cast fireball. So I wouldn't be able to put that in there.
But it would give Dux the ability to cast at this point a couple of healing words.
Healing spells. Just
You
in case
want
you guys go
Revivify?
down, I can heal you.
So
You want Revivify in that thing?
which stone is that you're getting rid of?
Iron Stone of Reserve.
Reserve. Okay.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of spells that could be put into that, but it's got, you said 3 healing words?
No, 2
It's
of
got
them and a
2
bless.
and a bless.
Okay, so yeah, those healing words are a D4 plus 6 because they're my healing words, I believe.
That's better
Yep.
than any other healing that I got. I only have needles that I can shoot into people's hearts.
So yeah, you could actually use it as long as somebody filled it with spells.
Yeah.
And the DC save for it would be based off whoever cast it, as well as the spell attack. Or whoever
Okay.
filled it for you.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like the tattoo. She can put a one-time tattoo on you or whatever.
Yes, but,
Right.
but this is as long
Reloadable.
as yeah, it's reloadable.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted. Remember when I asked if she could do something like that, if she could create a reloadable tattoo?
It's almost as if there's things out there that you could do that with other than tattoos.
I know. Rock had it all along, and he's been hoarding it.
Are there any spells that you can think of that you want in it that are up to 3rd level?
Would Revivify be something good to put in there instead?
Is Revivify a 3rd level spell?
Revivify
is.
is a 3rd level spell.
So I could
You
bring
just
someone
have to
back
have
from the dead?
diamond.
Yep.
Oh, I got diamonds.
You know,
Yeah,
I would
so-
love to become famous, but I'm not going to do it through you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
More than
another
good
one
time.
of those. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and click you and say goodbye.
So yeah, like if someone cast Revivify into it and gave you the diamond.
Well, because I have diamonds. Does the diamond have to be like connected to the spell?
It is
Yeah, it's-
consumed by the spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to have the diamond in hand when you cast Revivify, and it's consumed.
It's one of the components of the spell, yeah.
Okay.
But you don't have to have it. It's whoever casts a spell into the stone has to have it.
So it would consume it into the stone, and then he could just snap it out without worrying.
Okay. So the diamond gets consumed when the spell is cast, and so since
that's
the
pretty
spell
cool.
is cast into the stone, it's already ready to use. You don't have to have any components.
Yeah. Then you're just holding onto an Ioun stone that has.
I have a
Revivify
spell
and
that's in ready. It's in that ready stage.
What the
Yes.
heck?
But then you can only use Revivify. It can't be overwritten without
So,
being cast out.
Dux, do you have the benefit
I'm
of
at disadvantage. Thanks, Duwu.
I'm so confused. Why?
It's only for one
It's
vote.
fine.
Because he has your toy.
Yep.
Hey, may I? Do you care
Missed
to
my
cast
thing.
your spell?
I don't miss the
Yes.
spell. I missed the whirly bit. I just
No, I mean-
Just the whirly bit.
I sent you what I said.
Yeah, but I'd like to hear it. Because
Okay.
chat can't see what you sent.
Oh, okay. I send a message to the Archdruid in the Grove, and would you be willing to assist us getting to Nerenthal? Time is of the essence. Lich grows more powerful. Have the key to defeat him.
I told you I'm not getting involved. I helped you once. I don't see the need to assist you again.
Okay.
We just want to use your tree.
Well, I mean, he was.
My
asking for
staff is no longer in the ground.
Uh,
that. Mm.
Oh, scratch that tree.
Oh well.
Good thing I didn't try to jump to a tree that doesn't exist.
It just wouldn't open.
Yeah, it just wouldn't
Yep.
open.
Yep.
But you found out before he would have cast the spell and wasted the spell slot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if we go to Barrymore, then we can at least. It's a larger city, yes? From what I'm understanding.
Yes,
Yes.
it's
So
a large
perhaps we
city.
can explore other options of transit there.
So I'd like for, let's see who, not Sergeant Rock. May I, Surge, and Dux? You three, give me a history check.
Historia.
Eh,
This is a good one to use your disadvantage. on.
Advantage? Oh, I'm at disadvantage.
normal roll.
13.
5.
And yet you beat Surge.
All right. Well, Serge,
I-
you're like I've been all over the world. Me and Meliston, we've traveled all over the place doing different missions. But what was I talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've been all over, but what?
Thank you, Millicent.
Ducks at the back of your head. Yeah, at the back of your head, you're like, there's something I should know about this region. I mean, geez, my dad raised me not far from here. It doesn't seem to come to mind. May, on the other hand, is like, well, what the hell's the damn name? It's I want to say it's Netherfield or
Netherfear
Well, yeah,
and
yeah.
Whitlock or Wickluth.
yeah, it's Netherfear. May goes, I know Netherfear's probably about the same size, if not bigger, than Barrymore. They don't have a slave trade there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
guys are talking about size of the city, that's what comes to mind.
We've never been to Netherfield.
Okay. So, out of character.
I've probably been by it on my way to
What
meet
did
you
you say
guys
about
over
slave
here,
trade?
but
That they do or they don't?
They don't.
They don't have slave trade.
Okay.
Barrymore has slaves.
Oh,
Yeah.
All the slaves.
Yeah, we didn't really like that part of their.
I would not have been okay with that.
Oh, it's okay. We took out a lot of the slave trade. We killed a bunch of the guys that were in charge of it. So
We did?
only
We
one.
yeah, we did something inappropriate at the arena.
Yeah, a couple guys died.
Well, I don't know about inappropriate, but
You're
And
right.
in my mind, of
city
course,
was
they
out.
were running the show because it has to be bigger and grander than it ever was.
Yeah, but on
So,
our way up, we messed things up.
question: would my history also know what Anne's in Euroma? Yeah.
They're not as big. You think that Euroma is probably close to the same size as Consti, and Anne's is a fishing port village, almost like what's the name of the place here?
Sure.
There you go.
Okay.
But they do have a import export there. It's just not as big as say Barrymore or Netherfear.
Does the river that comes from Consti go right to Netherfield? And that's where they load the boats going up to Consti?
Your map that you have shows the river starts up north, comes through Consti, goes near
Conmayor?
Camayor, and then down to Netherfear. And it deltas out down at Netherfear.
Here's what I was thinking. I said the things I needed was the iron, which I can probably get from the blacksmith here. Don't know what all you're trying to buy. But if we go to Nerenthal or Neren Netherfear, go there, do whatever shopping we need. We come back to the tree outside of Consti, and we make our way back through the Underdark, and then come over to Anne's. We could probably hop a ship from there to Nerenthal. Be a lot
How
quicker.
long would that take us?
Long.
Yeah. So if I
Yes.
used wind walking, it would take us 3 days to get to Netherfear. Just wind walking.
Why don't we just go to Orzul? We can raise one of those ships again and take probably as much or less time just repairing it, and then we're done.
I don't know. We're spending 20 days talking about this now.
Exactly.
Well, like I said, I just need iron, 100 gold worth of iron to do this ritual I need to do in Nerenthal.
All right. That seems
So-
easy.
So, like I said, I picked that up from the blacksmith here. I don't know what y'all are looking to purchase.
I need an enchanter, and I was going to go visit the tattoo lady.
Okay.
We don't know if there's one, but it is likely in Netherfield.
There could be.
I like the idea of doing a party boat down to Netherfield, and then from there, we get outside of town, and then we wind walk directly to Ants.
Yeah, we won't have to worry about going through the Underdark and getting lost.
We're going through all the cold mountains.
That would just take us 5 days. Well, no.
Or
2100 divided by 554.
Yeah, so only 4 days to get there.
Yeah.
And
Do
we get
like
to
that
fly
idea.
over Diaz, which I'm sure is lovely flyover territory.
Yeah, I could do that in 2 days. It would be 16 hours of flying the first day, 16 hours of flying roughly the second day.
I don't think we want to do.
All right. So there are a few people that still have to do things here while we're here. Can we start that now and meet back
Yeah.
at dinner and finalize
Sure.
everything?
Okay.
But yeah, no, if
Okay.
we're bound and determined to go to Ann's, I would prefer to windwalk.
Okay. I was just saying leaving out a port from Ann's would be a lot quicker than coming down around and
Through
all
Netherfear.
that.
I
Unless
like
you
the
can,
idea.
The issue with going back through the mountain is it took us 5 days to get out one way, and we would have to go, maybe half a month if we're lucky to go from one end to the other.
And we
Right.
don't know what we'll encounter down there that might slow us down. That was what
Yes.
discouraged us from doing that in the first place when we left
And
Right.
Yeah.
the previous port.
yeah, and something else we could do is windwalk around the mountain again.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of where the ferry port would leave at in regards to this river? I don't have anything else to do in town here. I could go try and secure passage.
Sure. Yeah, see if you find a party boat.
Party boat.
Yeah,
Okay.
a steamer that has gambling and
Yeah.
food.
Women.
Well, there are worse ways to spend the time.
So I'm gonna head out to the blacksmith to try to get 100 gold worth of iron.
All right.
Right, and you two are going to the enchanter, right?
Enchanter's dead. We would
Or
have to
the
go
jeweler.
to Barrymore.
I'm sorry, the jeweler.
Oh, the jeweler.
Jeweler, yeah.
Right.
We're getting just legitimate basic jewelry done.
hmm
Some more
Right.
expensive than others.
Right. Okay. Okay then.
Okay, so we'll go with Belfie first. Do you going by yourself?
I mean, if anybody wants to come with, it would be fine.
If you want, I can go with you after I swing by the blacksmith. Is that
Sure.
along the way?
I don't know. I was going to ask for directions, but yes, let's do that. Let's
Well,
go
I
by the
mean-
blacksmith.
You don't know for certain whether it's on the way or not, so you guys.
Yeah,
probably-
let's go by the blacksmith first. We'll ask the blacksmith how to get to where the river starts.
So give.
Blacksmith
Alright.
wasn't very far away from everyone else. They were in an open air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me an investigation check.
All right. Would you like assistance on that,
You
Belfie?
should. We can each roll one if that works with the DM.
Go ahead.
Investigation.
We're checking to see who's going to roll worse, not better.
Oh boy.
So Belfie is just. She's like,
Where's
"All right."
the door?
She goes, "All right, let's go,"
Leave.
and
But-
she just stands there and starts looking.
That's a closet. This is the door this way.
Right. It's early still. Still a little out of sorts, I guess.
Lass, what you doing in me pantry there?
Do nice stock you have here. Okay, bye.
There's a strangely wee one there.
Oh, that's always looking for food.
You never pass up any grub either, Ross.
So May I has no problem remembering where the blacksmith is. Looking around, he's first of all he says, here's the door. We're going out this way.
Oh,
I don't know why you're going that way. Front doors are
I,
usually at the front of the building.
don't know either.
But as you guys step out, in the street, he looks around. He recognizes, even through the damage and some of the rubble and stuff that's lining the streets, he's able to pick pretty much the right direction to get to the blacksmith.
Right.
Once you get there, he is currently. Okay, wait a minute. I got some stuff that's popped up that I did not get a minute ago.
What's that?
That's a good question. I don't know what those are for.
Oh, because when we were doing an alternate identity, you had us roll 2 numbers on how good our identity was. Was it a deception check?
One was
And a
deception,
persuasion
and one was like
something?
forger or whatever for your documents.
Okay. And then you said that they stayed with that character because it was like how well we knew that character.
Yeah,
or
because you
whatever.
built the character at the time, and that's when you're anybody wants to try to see past it, it's got to go against those. So yeah, it wasn't
Okay.
it wasn't the disguise because you have to do that on the roll. It's more your paperwork in the background in case somebody tries to figure out exactly if it's true or not. Thank
Okay.
you. I forgot all about it.
That's fine. I wrote it down, so now it's in my character sheet, so I have my 2 alternate identities.
All right. So yeah, you get to the blacksmith, and he is currently, he's trying to hang his front door, and he he's trying to repair his place at the same time his apprentice is working the kiln and heating up some metal, and you can see that they're making nails. No weapons. They're just making nails and hinges and basic stuff to repair homes that have been destroyed from what happened.
Okay. I will help hold the door so he can put it in place.
Oh, appreciate it, lad. What what brings you here?
I understand you're in a repair state,
I
but if I could
no time
purchase some stuff from you that would help us defeat the Lich, that'd be great.
don't know what this lich is you're speaking of, lad, but
The one behind taking the children.
okay, well that makes a tad bit more sense. I have nothing to sell at the moment, as you see. My stocks and stuff are being used to make
I just
household
need
repair
some
items.
iron.
Aye, but I can't make you any weapons with it.
I don't want
have time.
weapons. I just need the iron. About 100 gold's worth of iron.
You just need the iron.
Yes.
You keep working on them nails, lad. I'll be with you in a second.
Well, should we finish getting the store up first before you walk away?
No, you got it. Just hold it right there.
Okay.
I've already put the nails in, lad. You can let go.
Okay.
I wasn't going to stop. You're a daft one, aren't you? All right.
Right, but tease me for the closet. Okay.
So,
Well, he said he's in the process of putting on a new door, so it's helping him. I didn't hear the hammer.
all right. So he goes back in the back. You hear him rustling around with some stuff. And I need to find out how much actual iron costs. So give me a moment.
Something tells me it doesn't cost much.
Probably not. I don't think you can actually buy.
I think 100 gold worth of iron is going to be quite a bit.
I mean, an iron pot that holds a gallon of liquid is 2 gold, and it weighs 10 pounds. That's just an iron pot.
So that's iron that's already been worked.
Iron spikes, typically used with a hammer, 5 pounds and 1 gold piece each for 10 spikes. So 10 spikes is a gold. And
Iron is 1 silver piece per pound, according to this page I found.
So you need 1,000 pounds of iron. Wow.
Let's see.
You have to get some bags of holding to carry all that
Is that
iron.
Can we
How?
get some real fancy iron, like the best iron?
I don't think that you have thought this through.
There's iron. It's an element. Doesn't get better.
Well, it can get more dense if
Well,
you
can
work
remove
it.
the purity of the iron, remove impurities from it.
Yeah. So I think that's what you're saying. Like get really pure iron so it costs more, so it's
Yeah.
not as much.
Yeah. Real good iron.
And where did you find that one at?
Control C. I'll put it in
Well, actually, I'm in.
Discord.
All right, gold,
Oh, yeah.
silver, copper, platinum.
I put it in the Discord. I'm willing to do a gold per iron.
I'll give
I
you.
don't think it's how much you
overpay-
pay. I think it's the worth of it. I don't think that's how things work.
Not how much you paid for it.
I'll pay 100 gold for 1 pound.
Okay, so 1 silver piece per pound. You want 100 gold pieces worth of iron, and I believe everybody's already done the math for you. So only problem with that, Les, I don't think I have 1,000 pounds worth of iron left.
Right. Well, we don't really have a way to carry that anyway. So, next idea.
How much can I carry in a handy haversack?
Not that much.
Like 50 pounds.
A bag of holding holds 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Right.
The best bet
The
may be just to
haversack
pick it up
is
next
only
stop.
120 pounds in a haversack.
Yeah, and a lot of my weight is gold and money and whatnot.
That's a
Coinage.
very strenuous spell to cast that requires that much iron to.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a portable hole?
check.
I mean,
Purple hole doesn't carry that much either.
yeah,
Unless
portal.
someone has the hut, right? We can put it in the hut.
The hut.
It's not the hut. What's it called?
Are
The
you talking about the fortress?
Mansion?
oh,
Baron's Instant Fortress? Can't put anything in it.
Yeah,
No.
because any spell that you live in kicks everything out at the end of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
How much would a gold-plated iron bar be?
A gold-plated
It's
iron
still
bar.
just iron.
I-
Well, the iron itself is going to be a silver, with the gold plating on top of that.
Well,
Holy
let's see.
Perhaps the other city we're going to will have.
well, see,
some
that's the
bags of
question
holding
though.
badges.
In your vision, did it say you needed pure iron, or did it just have to have iron in its name?
It said iron worth at least 100 gold.
So could
The
it be
spell I have to
cold
cast.
iron? Could it be like dark
It-
iron?
It just says iron. So
I'm just saying, it
It's-
just says iron. So if we find a more expensive iron element,
yeah,
It's just
that'd
iron.
be a deep call.
It's just iron. Spell says iron. Doesn't say cold iron.
what if we made the iron into an iron golem
I
and
was
then
just
had it
about to
follow us
say that.
around?
I was just about to say that, but Iron Golem, I just looked it up. Yeah, no, we're not going to get one of those with any of the money we have, I don't think.
How much is an iron golem?
Well, no, the deal is it's a CR16 creature.
You have to make
So
one.
making a CR16 creature and then having that follow us around.
Yeah.
What if we
Make
found a
one
wizard to
gold.
make it for us?
Let me just take a look and see if it tells me a weight on the Iron Golem. I don't think it tells me a weight, but it's large. It's a large construct.
So it's got to weigh at least 1,000 pounds, right? Maybe that's what the spell is we have to have an iron golem to help us.
That's it. Right. That's just a tip.
The funny part is, Iron Golem to create takes less than what you need for the spell.
Damn, what spell did you tell me he has to cast? My Lanta.
Actually, I take that back. It says it takes 4 blocks of iron, which is pretty much 36 iron ingots, in a T shape standing upright.
Oh, we're
Place
talking
a-
Minecraft.
Place a pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern on top of the. Oh no, this is Minecraft. What the hell?
I was
Yes.
gonna say.
I was gonna
like,
say. Oh, you're talking Minecraft. 4 blocks of iron.
I don't want fucking Minecraft. Jesus Christ.
Wasn't the guy that recognized it. That's good.
Oh, no.
As soon as it said jack-o'-lantern, I was like, what? That doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. I was
What?
like, oh, you're talking Minecraft. I know exactly what you're
So
doing.
if you go to D&D Beyond, look for the Manual of Iron Golems.
Yes, that would probably be much better.
Takes
Yeah.
120 days and 100,000 gold pieces worth of supplies.
For an iron golem.
Yep.
Well,
I got 52,000.
I got not that much. I have. Oh.
We really gonna have to-
42,000.
Build an iron golem just so that we can get this 1,000 ingots of iron.
Well, here's the deal. This has to happen at Narenthal, right?
Yes.
From being
How are we
at
gonna get it
Narenthal.
there?
Well, no. Just picking it up at Narenthal was how much stuff at Narenthal was there?
Can we try? Does
And the main
anybody
city.
know transmute
It was really big, a big main city, and then the entire tower.
What
and then,
transmutes to iron?
I don't know.
I don't think I can learn transmutation. I think that's a wizard-like
No.
spell.
Question: would an iron breastplate be considered whatever price those breastplates
Because
are?
yeah, breastplate is $200, and it's just shaped iron.
That'd be your call, Dan.
give me the spell. What's the spell? It's called.
I sent you a message.
It's got to be home.
Did you? There it is.
Let's see.
Yeah, and Discord.
All right.
I mean, I have manacles. Surely those are made of iron.
Oh no, steel for it. Clap them in irons.
It can't be that.
See, we would have to make the golem and then cast water walk on it to have it follow us behind us because it's probably too heavy for the boat.
Okay, you're reading this wrong.
Oh, am I?
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, good.
I'm sitting here going, what the
It's
heck?
an
are we doing?
either or thing. You
I
can.
thought that was just the holy water or the powered silver. Oh, or the powered silver and the iron. Okay,
So you only need holy water.
which I have.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Making us do all this, making us worry,
Gotta go.
talking about all
Gotta
this
go.
money we're gonna have to
I
spend.
mean, you're getting his expectations up. Like, I'm gonna make some money today. Oh, never mind. I just need a sprinkle of that.
Yeah.
My darlings,
and this is how I'm reading it. I mean,
Yeah, I was thinking the holy water or the silver powder and da da da.
well, with
But there
there
would
a
be a
comma?
comma. There was no comma.
And
So,
or.
And this is why.
well,
it's
also
important.
it doesn't say
It's
iron
the
ingots. It
English
says
class.
iron worth. So it could be worked iron. That's worth that
Worth.
much. So I will allow that.
So the breastplate will work.
Yeah. So worked breastplate that's at least 100 in gold will work.
that's
okay.
only 2 pounds.
Okay.
But we don't even need it.
No.
No, he's got his holy water.
Yeah.
Right. So
Or
we just.
you want to buy it or not?
I will buy some of it just to help you out. Actually, you know what?
We'll just
You
donate.
keep the iron, and I will donate 300 gold to your cause on helping everything rebuild the
Since
city.
we destroyed your shop anyway.
No,
You're
we
not
didn't.
there. You shut your face.
I know, that's why I'm just saying it. I'm not there.
I'll
While
put this on any-
that is awfully generous of you, little lad.
I
You
went through my
sure?
ritual book. Yes, because I went through my book and realized punctuation in
idiot.
magic books tend to be, iffy.
Important.
Important.
But since I wasted some of your time, I'll give you 300 gold to help rebuild.
I appreciate it, lad. Now I suppose I'll get back to work.
Can you do
Actually,
me a huge favor? I am trying to find out if there's a ferry that goes from here down the river.
Aye, lass,
Do
there
you-
is.
There is. Can you point me to the direction of the port?
Yeah, it's over there by the river.
Look, I'm short. I can't see over buildings or people. Can you give me do I go left at the street? Do I go help? I walked into a closet leaving a room this morning. I need a little more help than that.
She's
Sounds
still
to
a
me
little
like
tipsy from
Lass.
the party.
It sounds to me like Lass. She might need something more than just a little directions. I mean, we can.
Directions would help.
Would you like me to get to see an eye dog for you?
No, but if your young one working on the nails could show us and come right back, that would be much appreciated.
It should be too much of a bother. Just go out here. You head due east. No. You guys are on the east side. So just head due west down the street. Once you get to the end of this street here, take a left. Then 2 blocks down, take a right. It'll bring you to the river. Just follow the river till you find the ferry.
East, left, right, river, ferry. Got it. Thank you.
Something along those lines. Good
Uh-huh.
luck. And he goes back to working.
And I look at my eye and go, I'm really shit with directions, you know.
It's all right. He said we go east and
No, we are east.
He did say you go east, but then he changed his mind and said you actually want to go west.
Yeah. Yep. So
Oh,
we
okay.
go down this street and then we go left and then we turn again at a different point.
can't
Make
you
sure
reach
it's
Look for
you have to
ferries.
turn left at the sign that has a crack in
You're not there, dude.
it.
Should we just ask one of your thieving people to maybe
Yes, please say that in front of merchants. It's very helpful.
we're down the road?
Are we?
I don't know. You haven't decided what direction to walk yet.
We have not.
We're going that way.
I'm just going to look at him and walk west down the street.
Okay, give me a survival check.
I am going to get us lost.
Mm.
So lost.
I'm gonna adventure into the wilderness for a month and come back out.
So we find the brothel.
So about 3 hours later, you see Mai and Belfi come walking back by the tavern.
Oi. Hey, you
Yeah.
two, what are you doing over there?
Just getting a beer. Figured that I had enough time to
We were
drink
assessing
before I went to the river.
damage of everything.
Tour.
Really?
Gave me
Yeah,
a
You've
tour.
been on a walkabout.
Yes.
Yep.
Did you
And-
did you get dealt with the boat?
Well, we
Nope.
saw it, but we're not. The prices
where
are
is the
high
boat,
on the
then?
boat.
Didn't even see it. He's
Where's
lying
the boat from here?
It's
somewhere.
that way.
Down by the
All right,
river.
Deception. Let's see it. Let's see it.
I
Yeah,
found
she's telling the truth. It's down that way.
that there is a boat, and I feel like that's better than not knowing if there actually is one. You're welcome. No?
So my
No?
passive insight. Is
I see
better
through
than
you,
your
may I?
deception.
Yeah. We see through you.
This is my ale.
Oh gosh, that was fun.
Well,
I'm not
should
leaving
we go
again.
down to the docks?
Did the
By
other
all
tour he
means.
leave for the jeweler?
Well, it's been 3 hours.
So
Yep.
during that 3 hours, you wanted to go to a jeweler?
Pick up my stuff.
That's right,
Me
because
too.
the jeweler was actually there.
Wait, I think there was something for me to pick up too.
Well, I mean, you'll have to remember because I won't.
No, I didn't. I didn't go, dude.
It was something I already paid for, like 100,000 gold worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I know better. I don't accept
Dude,
money until
I
you
had
have
the
time-
wizard making a stone golem for me. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, good thing he's dead.
We have no wizard in this town. Never did.
Order cancel.
If we had
My
a
order
wizard,
was canceled.
if we had a wizard, he'd be taking care of all the cleanup around here. I assure you. So, yes, young lad, you had me work on some bowls for you, did you not?
I had him cut some gems for me, and I was curious if he could work on some bowls. We got a couple bowls out of the gems that we got.
I thought that he already asked me if he could, and he said he'd take care of it.
He's on it.
I thought that as well.
Okay, yeah, cool. Perfect.
Did you have my ring?
You wanted the big ruby ring, didn't you not?
Yes.
All right, well, here's your dust, and here's your loose gems. I cut them
Thank you.
down to about 50 gold value a piece, and you've got about, I think it was 100 gold value of dust left over,
Yeah.
if I'm not
Yep, yep.
mistaken.
Yes.
And then here's the big gaudy ring for you, and a gem on it about like that friggin' big. Looks like a ring pop.
But it doesn't look gaudy on my finger because, you know, I'm huge. So
You're just a tiefling.
Huge. How big are you?
I'm like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, but like
7 feet.
that doesn't mean your hands are like.
That's not
this.
counting the horns, apparently, because if
Oh,
she was
yeah.
7 foot tall with horns, she's only 3 foot tall. The horns
Yeah.
go the rest of the way.
She-
Her horns are 4 feet.
Yeah, the deal is I'm still like 6.5 feet tall, so that's not that tall.
Wait, so does that
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
Corporal,
like
does that
6
mean you're
foot-
just as tall as I am? You just have really long horns?
No, I'm like 6 feet tall with 4 foot horns. So, I mean, all together, I'm like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, every time she walks
When
in
she
the
Where
wakes
I
room,
up-
keep
she's
bumping
literally
into the
there's
ceiling.
literally like lines every time she walks
Like
in the room.
grooves.
Yep, yep.
When she tries to sleep in a bed, she's like, ugh.
I sleep sitting up.
So
Yeah.
Oh, you sleep in the
I've got,
stable, that's
um,
right.
That's right. I sleep in the stable.
That's
here's your
yeah.
ring too, there, sir. And
Oh,
so,
I'm
Oh no,
with
no,
Surge.
Rock's not there.
Yeah.
So-
Rock,
come with him?
she would-
No,
they may
I'm
have
with
been
Surgeon.
walking together, but when Rock realizes that the corporal's going into the jewelry store. He never mentions the jewelry store, and he kind of just goes,
But I could hear Rock's thoughts because I was still tuned into him, trying to see if I
Oh.
heard that weird voice that he'd been saying he heard. And I heard him say he wanted to pick up the ring, so I'm going to pick up his order for him.
Sergeant Rock, you need a ring of mind shielding, apparently.
that's what I really need. Yeah.
Because, oh, and you are attuned to the new, I guess, keep you from being scryed upon.
Yep. Amulet of protection from scrying.
Against
Everywhere.
detection and location.
Protection and location.
And I won't stay in the shop too long. I'll just get my stuff and go. So
All
Are you
right.
wearing your ring?
no, it's in my bag.
So,
I'm wearing mine.
So, sir, I didn't know you bought a ring.
No, it's a ring I got a long time ago.
Oh, so because I did not.
I saw
give
my
you
ring
one.
of jumping.
Nope, I got my ring of spell resistance or whatever.
So you get your items. I already told you the value or the cost? Did I not?
Yeah, I paid for it. It was $360.
And I told you the cost for the ruby ring and doing the cutting of the gems. So
And he paid for it before, so
Yeah.
I just picked it up.
no, we'll deal with that in a second. So Surge and Corporal, you guys are finished. And Sarge, what did you say you actually did when you realized they were going into the jewelry store?
Yeah, he just kind of goes, I was just going to go get some, look for tattoos. And he just kind of peeled off. And that's my deception check to make him go, oh, yeah, I was never headed to this jewelry. I don't know why we were walking the same place together. But yeah, I wasn't going there at all.
Let's see
I
if
was-
Corporal understands what
Yeah.
what if Corporal is deceived, because
Give me an inside
Surge and I
check,
are
Corporal.
not.
Oh, I don't even question him. I just okay, all right.
She chooses to be deceived. She's a good.
Oh, it's gonna be a good marriage. You're-
Potential
you guys will be
spouse.
I just watch him walk away thinking, all right.
Noted.
Come back
Basically.
All right, so they're finished. They come walking out.
Yeah. I walked around the blocks, walked around a few blocks and then come back after an hour. And I approached the shop looking up and down the street, making sure nobody I know. And then I go in and pick up the ring.
I'll be honest with you. I actually half expect you to kind of walk to the side of the building, flip the hood, and just stand there.
He's trying to walk off the fields.
All right, so yeah, after about an hour or so, you come back, and they've already gone on their way. Ah,
Then I'll pick up my ring.
yes, your ring. I finished it just a few moments ago.
What luck?
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, I got.
I believe your friends were in here earlier. I figured you'd be with them.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. I didn't realize that they were also getting something done here. What was that that tiefling actually doing?
Yeah, she got some of her rubies cut and had some dust aside, and got a ring, a rather large, gaudy-looking ruby ring. I mean, the gem was probably, he pulls out a diamond, like a $500 worth diamond, and says, about that big, and puts it back in its case.
He may notice that Rock is turning beet red about now.
Yes, the ruby
Yes,
was
that's
about
the color
that
of a
shade
ruby.
right there. Yes. Here's,
Rock just stands there stunned for a minute, and then he just kind of walks out of the
well,
store going,
do you
"He's
want your
picking
ring,
up on
sir?
me?" Oh yeah. Thanks. Yeah. It looks great. Thanks.
Yes,
Well,
you're
well
welcome.
done.
It's a fine ring, sir. Fine ring.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
The gem on it's probably about size of the tip of a pen.
Yeah, a little moonstone
Yeah, a
thing.
little moonstone about the size of the tip of your pinky.
Yeah, he looks a little downtrodden. Heads back for the hotel.
And that's around about the time you guys start seeing these two walk up.
Yeah.
So now you're all out front of the tavern. May I and Belfiu showed back up. Apparently got turned around in the city somehow and forgot which way was east and which way was west. And
Right.
so,
Well,
I never said
should
I was good
we
at directions.
should we go to the docks?
Yeah. Why don't you lead this time, perhaps?
If you're looking for the river port, you just go up and down the river.
I
Yeah.
Well, see, we had a trail that we're trying to lose our
I
tail.
had good intentions.
So that's why we, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
I'm trying to learn from the rogue.
Somebody following you and you were trying to shake a tail? Is that it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Really?
That's credible. I'll go with that one.
Well, let's go and get this done.
All right.
Sure. So yeah, we'll head towards the docks.
all right. So give me who's leading the way.
I'll lead the way.
Give me a survival check.
I'll guide myself, and I'm not even gonna bother with
I'll
advantage.
assist you.
Oh, okay. If you're gonna assist.
Rock is hanging back in case he has to come
I'm
in.
not even trying.
So 27. I mean, I would have had a 15, but how's a 27?
27 makes it to where you're like, yeah, the river's right over here. And like 3 blocks later, you're at the river.
Well, next time I'll ask you for directions, then, I suppose.
I didn't see the river. I smelled it, and I had to look for it because of all these buildings. You gotta tap
Right.
into some other senses sometimes.
Sure.
Can't always rely on your sight. As I
Yeah.
look right at May I.
It's okay.
Well,
I know.
see, I was distracted because I was
tail.
reading my books again and realized I didn't need 1,000 pounds worth of iron.
Oh, you didn't need that much iron.
No.
No.
Okay.
So I
More for
was-
casting darkness on me all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were going to have a whole wagon made out of steel, like an armored vehicle. I guess that's off, huh?
Yeah, no.
Thought that would be kind of cool.
All right, so
Right.
yeah, you make it to the river. Doesn't take you very long. Give me an investigation
I'll let someone else lead that.
to see
But I'll
exactly how
guide.
long it takes for you.
Oh,
to...
I'm not at all. I'm very shamed.
Hey, Ducks.
Like,
Why don't
in the
you
middle of the group
lead
right
the
now.
investigation? I'll assist you and guide you.
Sure, I can investigate. Investigating
as
is fun.
you guys are discussing it, Sergeant Rock's like, "What are we looking for? The ferry's right there."
Thank goodness.
Yes, it's over here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
See the sign says something about river boats.
No,
Right.
that's the tubes. That's to go tubing down the river. We want a boat.
Yeah. Is this like a lazy river where we can just get tubes and?
Oh, did anyone grab a cooler?
How
It's
many
on
days?
I got my
will
bag
that
holding.
take? Good lord.
All right.
We'll just
Yeah,
put
they
everything
have-
in there.
Load up with ale. Actually, dump out all your nasty ass pieces of people
Ew.
first.
You just
before
going
we-
to dump the chunks.
So, you get there, and you see this boat that's here. It's kind of rickety looking, and I say rickety because it's just the way it's all put together. There's you see a stack on top of it. It's got smoke coming out of it,
What?
and leaning against a pole, Next to the sign is a little gnome with a cigar in his mouth, leaned back, got his hat pulled over his eyes.
Rock will approach that guy. Yeah, you the skipper of that there river going vessel.
Oh, yeah, it's me. It's my boat. What can I do for you?
And when you're gonna make the next trip, I take it you go down to Netherfear, up and down this river.
I can. I mean, didn't know plans today. But yeah, I can head down there. You guys in a hurry to get someplace?
That's our destination. Yeah, down river all the way down to the coast.
We weren't planning on leaving today, or were we planning on leaving today?
Well, time's of an essence.
I mean, do you want the boat or not?
Yes.
Well, I guess the question is, I thought you might just be doing regular service up and down here and just picking up passengers.
Not this time of season. But I do the pastor thing back and forth. Not
How
a
long
lot
does
of
it
people.
take?
Well, how long do you want it to take? I mean, you in a hurry or you want to take a leisurely pace?
What's
We
the
are in a-
fastest you could get
yeah.
us down there?
Ooh,
What's the
I've
fastest?
never really timed it, but I can get from. How far is the damn destination before I start spouting off numbers?
1,000-ish, 400 to Netherfear. 1,600
All right.
at Netherfear.
So, let's do the math.
How fast is this river? Because typically about 5 knots, so 100 miles a day.
Oh,
I mean, it's going out to sea.
The river. Don't worry about how fast the river goes. I go faster than the river. But not a lot of people like to ride with me because I built the boat.
I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, normally that's a great sign that shit can go bad quick.
Is your vessel
And
equipped
it's
with
always
speed-
the best.
It's the fastest hunk of junk in the commoner.
Well, now, how long did it take you to do the Kessel?
Well, it only took 12 parsecs.
That makes no sense.
How much do you charge?
Well, I mean, it all depends what how fast. If you want to get there real fast, I'll have to have you sign a waiver, and I'll charge you 100 gold a person.
What
would
if I
never-
how
Provide
about
healing if anything goes
45
wrong.
gold?
Hold
Per
on.
person.
Wait.
Oh, we're gonna negotiate.
We
I love
felt
negotiating.
Slightly lower than real.
Okay, then
real
20 gold a
fast
person
to
if
the
you love
point
it.
Where we don't need a
I
waiver.
think it's going up.
Well,
I'm
here's the
sorry,
deal.
lass. What was that? Short girl. You. Yeah. What'd you say?
Start over.
I think she froze.
No way.
I'm
She
gonna say she
blacked out.
froze. Okay, there she
I
is.
froze.
I thought you were just like, I'm waiting.
There for a minute, I thought maybe you were trying to do the whole stink eye to the gnome, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Oh, she actually
Nope.
froze.
Nope. No, the question was, how fast can we get there without going so fast that we have to sign a waiver for death? Like,
Okay. 20 gold a person, and I'll go the standard speed, which will get us there in about a week.
Or
and what is the really fast time?
Well, sign the waiver, pay the 100 gold, and I might be able to get you there in 3 days.
I
You can
will-
provide healing if anyone gets hurt.
I will lean
Yeah.
down to him, like
I'll
kneel
guide
down
you.
so I can get face to face.
Ah! The hell are you?
Nobody
I don't
really
have my
knows.
hoods.
No, you put it on, please.
I don't think he needs a waiver.
I mean, he did ask for it, may I?
Yes. All right, I'll put my hood up.
That's
Turn into a race.
okay. My mistake. That's not really much better. What grave did you dig this one out of?
He's our negotiator.
Oh,
As you
Yeah.
can see, the hardships of protecting this world has started to take its toll on me. You've heard about the children missing. This is what happens when you get them back. Now, the longer it takes us to get to our destination, the closer the world will end. And then you won't have to worry about ferrying anybody up and down the river because there will be no one left on this planet.
Oh, cool. Vacation.
Well, you might be able to have a deal with the underworld and ferry souls back and forth if you'd like.
I hear that doesn't pay too well, but you do get money. I mean, you got to pay the river Styx anyway. What are you trying to negotiate here, dude?
I'll give you 300 gold to get us all down there as quickly as you can.
Okay. Which three of you are riding?
All of us down there. It's going to take all of us.
Tell you what, I'll sit it out. I'll find another way. You guys sign the waiver.
And we will mention you when we save the world for the 50th billionth time.
So why don't you give me a persuasion check to try to see if you can persuade this?
I'll assist him.
Nope.
All right.
No,
Well,
I can't help him.
You
Nope.
have guidance because I patted you on the back less than a minute ago.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna.
Needless
Rock,
to say,
no.
he's leaned down and he's already scared the guy a little bit. Ooh, just not enough.
Take a D4. I did guide him earlier.
All right, let me find out what this guy is actually.
But Rock, you do know, we could just ride this, but I can get us there in 3 days. Less than 3 days, actually. 2 days. 2.5. So I don't know why he's willing to pay money to take a boat when we could just go down there. But I mean, hey, why not take a boat?
We'd have to stop and rest, right? Halfway through. Might run into some issues.
Yeah, it's a day's travel and then half a day's travel wind walking.
Okay.
That's what I can get us to do.
It's up to you.
I mean, you already did the roll, so I brought this up earlier.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, no, it's 2.5 day, or it's a day and a half to get to there.
Okay.
But I mean, we still have to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, X, Y, all over the place. It seems.
So yeah,
I thought we were going Nierenthal instead of Nierenfell instead of Barrymore. That's the whole reason why we're heading south.
That's right.
Okay, all right. I thought we were gonna go to Barrymore, come back, hit the road to the.
No,
I thought we had talked about
Barrymore's
Harrenhal
just a
instead
big
of
city.
Barrymore.
We're going to do the big city at Netherfield instead.
Different
Yeah.
big city. Gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah.
One without
Yeah,
slavery.
sorry, not Nierenthal, Netherfield.
okay. So with your guidance,
Yeah.
he's like, you scare the shit out of me. I'll be honest with you. But you know what? As long as you sign the waiver, I'll take 300 and I'll take you all down there.
All right. Do y'all want to take the
Can
boat
I,
or fly?
What is the actual
Now you're
risk?
talking about what?
No, I just want to know what the actual risk is. Is the boat falling apart? Is it
Going
running
to
into things? Is it
explode?
monsters? What is the actual risk we're looking at?
Well, you're wanting to go faster than, some magics allow. So there's the risk of my engine blowing up. I think that's what I'm calling it. There's the risk of, I don't know, bypassing and hitting the falls and smashing into ships in the bay. There is the risk of death and destruction along the way, and maybe my
those two
ship will
aren't.
hold up. Of course, I
Is
have
there anything we
no.
can do beforehand to help shore up the ship?
What are you talking about? She's tip top. As a plank falls off the
Look,
side.
So, Serge, do you want to do the one walk?
oh, I'm good with whatever.
If you can get there in half.
I mean, this
the
looks like a
time.
great time. I mean, we've already talked about it. This looks like a great time.
I just said it's fun.
So, ship.
So wait a
Or
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute,
what?
wait a minute. You've talked me into taking less money than I normally would, and now you're talking about going a different route?
Same route.
In front of me, of all things.
He's not very coy.
I'll put the hood back up. Look. Chill.
That trick's no longer working. You'd already did it once.
Yeah. He mentioned something that I didn't hear before, so I'm all about taking the ship. But
Not only do you look dead, you're starting to get to the point you listen like a dead person, huh?
huh?
Whatever.
Deaf as a stump.
I'll pull off my ear. Oh, yeah.
Do I need to stick that back on?
That man's not right.
Is
Do I
mine-
need to put that back on?
Yeah, please. if you
That
don't
is
mind.
an understatement, sir.
Do I really need to?
No,
Because I can cast Regenerate on it.
no.
Okay.
I was just
I was gonna say, I mean, I can put it back on. It's just a 7th level spell.
So when
Yeah.
when y'all want to leave?
Who's ready?
I'm ready. I say we leave now.
Okay, there's one stipulation. You must stay inside the ship at all times. No stepping out on the deck while the ship is in motion. If you need to stop for any reason, let me know and I'll stop the ship and then you can get out and do whatever you need to do.
I do have a question for you, sir.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a holding area in your ship?
I mean, I got a spot where I carry some, crates and such. What kind of cargo are you thinking about bringing?
My pterodon.
What?
Periton.
Periton. You know, whatever the hell it is.
Let's see, we bringing a fucking dinosaur on my ship? No!
Sorry, I'm not very good with his name.
Is he out right now?
Yes.
You want to bring that on my boat?
Yes, he and I sleep together.
Hey, I ain't judging.
Wording is important, folks.
Well, we do. We sleep in the same place.
We can try and get him to fit through the. He got wings. I'll open up the hatch. You see if you can get him in there.
Okay, that'll work. If not, he'll just fly.
Oh, no, he won't. He won't
Oh, he
keep up
won't.
with this
Okay.
boat. Not when I get going, especially since your buddy said go full out. So this is gonna be fun.
Okay. Well, we'll try that.
What is your name, my friend? Since we never asked their names, let's start doing
Yes,
that.
that you never asked their names, and
Yeah,
guy
so
is
he
a-
didn't make one.
no, I'll give you one.
We might never see him
No.
again. He might die on this trip. Who knows?
You can call me Warren.
Warren?
Yeah, my name's Warren Garrick.
I think you just call him Skipper.
The hell's a skipper? Now,
Not a clue.
mind you,
He says things sometimes. We just
I
learn
do
to
call my
smile
boat
and
the
nod.
skipper because sometimes it does skip across the river. But Now I told you, little gnome hat, the cigar. Let me give you a little bit more of a description for you. His clothes, he's wearing tight-fitting clothes, which of course accentuate his frame. He seems to be rather well built. His hair is cut loose to his head, and he's got fierce brown eyes.
Fierce.
Fierce. Gotcha.
Right.
And
So-
let me write that down so I can know that the one person you guys have asked a name for.
Is
Hey,
Warbuck.
We're going to Netherfear. We might run into Norman Bronson. So,
Who?
Norman Bronson.
Who?
He runs the Cross to Boot.
Oh, we were informed of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Some
we were
guy with
supposed
a
to
weird-
say hi to him or something.
Yeah.
He was gonna hook us up.
Shad sent us, is what we're supposed to tell him. But I'm not saying this out loud.
No.
Yeah, we might run into Norman Bronson.
Now I'm trying to remember who Shad was.
Oh no.
He busted us out of the POW camp.
Oh.
Oh, you were serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I was kidding.
I thought he was kidding too. All right, so
If you said Shadrick, I'd been like, oh yeah, Shadrick.
Yes. Go to the tavern, the Cross Boot, and Shadrick.
Sent us.
Yeah.
Shad
Yes.
sent us.
Yes. And
I
then
must have been
he said we'll
unconscious
share a
during
bottle of
that
wine.
time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
If he's there.
Fair.
But he's your guy that you want to see because apparently he runs the Undercity.
you guys don't mention any of this in front of this guy, right?
No.
No.
Ooh. There was no accent there.
So WARRYNGARRICK is the name of, and he is the
Captain of the Skipper.
The skipper.
Skipper, the skipper.
Because as fast as it goes, they call it the skipper because it looks like it's skipping across the river or down the river. And then we'll get to the rest of that later. All right, so whenever y'all ready, we can hit the road or, the river, however you want to look at it.
Right, I'll go ahead and just let's see if we can get Fred in, I suppose.
All right, so he's got the hatch already open, so you just tell me how you want to put Fred in there.
Not in
While they're
pieces,
working
right?
that,
No?
Rock will sneak aboard invisibly.
Well, I mean, is it big enough for him to just fly into, or?
Wait. Everybody stop.
So Rock has it advantage because he's invisible. So he's got a 21 to sneak on.
Yes
Wait
and
right
no.
here, because somebody's on my boat, and I don't know who it is. Let me go check it. And he takes off running towards the boat.
He's got an alarm system.
Did anyone
Did we see him use a fob?
did anyone notice that Sarge got on the boat? Because we could tell him it's 1 o'clock.
Well, me and Ducks, if our passes are telling us the truth, we may have seen a couple of things that are invisible.
Ducks already knew.
Is nobody going to tell him who it is then?
I don't know it is him, but I can assume.
Yeah.
So,
Ducks knows.
the ones with
I
the
know
high
one of you can
perception,
talk to him.
you guys hear all sorts of clank and clatter going on, doors slamming. You think you hear him saying something. He's running around the ship. And anybody speak Gnomish?
I think I do not. Let me
It's
know.
your language.
I do
I
not.
speak Goblin.
Close enough.
No.
Same thing.
No.
All right, so yeah, he sounds like he's speaking in a different language, maybe a couple exploratives. Then he comes back out. He's like, "Sorry, my alarm spell went off, but there's no one on my boat."
I'm on your boat.
No, you're not on my boat because I didn't let you on the boat yet.
Oh,
Yeah, wait.
I just got back off.
Silly me. Detect magic. He was running back on the boat.
Oh no!
And he stops and looks up at you. And goes, "Can I help you?"
Well, when he goes back on the boat, could Ducks maybe send me a mental note that he's coming on the boat with Detect Magic?
He did it really quickly.
Oh,
He came up and ran back down.
So yeah, as you're walking around, you see a little tug on your cloak. Can you like pull that thing down so I can see who you are?
Put
Sure.
on the hat.
pull it down, but I'm going to glower at him and go, I'm not even here.
You're obviously here.
Oh wow, that's quite the
Is he
intimidation
there?
roll.
It's the only thing you have a plus 10 on. I got to give it a try.
Never leaving.
Let me go back to his
So-
sheet.
Serge, can you fly us down? I feel we're about to lose our ship.
Well, maybe. Depends.
I didn't even realize Sarge left us.
All right, so he
Oh, I
comes.
saw something walk off.
He
a little
comes
bit
running
ago.
back up. He goes,
You lost volume.
No,
he's
being
not
quiet.
saying
No.
anything.
The
Oh,
gnome is intimidating. He doesn't know what to
Gnome is intimidated. He doesn't know what
I'm
to
waiting
say.
for-
It's the
I'm waiting
first
for it
time
all
he's
to
been
come back
speechless.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole mic and keyboard, for some odd reason, the bar I use periodically kicks off the USB connections.
We
I
thought
moved
the
my-
gnome was just being speechless, going like this, like.
Yeah. The
You
timing
are
is
not
that.
here.
So, yeah, can y'all like go ahead and get on board and like tell your friend that was kind of not cool? I have to go get another friend of mine that I found the other day, about my height, real cool chap, plays the best music I've ever heard. Anyway,
Yeah. Wait. And I give
This is
him
gonna be a fun day.
250 gold. And I say, here's my part for my friend on the boat, as well as some compensation. Apologize for the troubles.
Sure. Hope y'all don't mind
Wait.
a little music for the trip. But let me go get my buddy. You guys go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. The hatch is open. Put your antler-looking thing in there.
Thing.
Whatever the fuck you call it. I'll be back.
Sorry.
It's only a medium-sized creature, so it's not.
So after
massive.
about an hour and a half or so, y'all inside. What are you
And a half?
doing?
This is a flight delay. We're stuck on the tarmac for an hour and a half.
He's giving you time to get your room set up.
Ha-
He had
we
to
have
get a friend.
rooms?
Yeah, there's space for each.
Big room.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Alrighty.
So anybody on? What are y'all doing for that hour and a half?
I wanna look around on the ship and see if I can tell exactly why it's rickety. See if there's anything we could do to help shore it up or help it.
mean, I
give me an
can
investigation check.
That's not bad for me.
All right,
Yep.
so you're certain this thing is probably some of the rickety look to it is like maybe it's if you take a box that's just nailed together and then you shake it over and over again very fast, eventually the nails kind of work their way out. Yeah, that's what you're getting here.
Can we push the nails back in?
Yeah, you guys walk around and you knock a few of the nails in. It looks like he's done so as self, and you do your mending. And about
Yeah.
a little while later, you see him come walking down the street there with a buddy. Looks like a rather odd-looking halfling walking next to him. So, yeah,
Anyone recognize this halfling?
I don't know. Do you?
Is it wearing a cool looking beret?
No, not wearing any beret.
Is it a
Do-
jittery halfling that I may or may not have had hand in being a halfling?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't
it's
look like
not-
anybody.
Natural born
Doesn't
now.
look like anybody you've changed or nothing like that.
It's not my
So it's
relative,
not
is it?
Seymour. It's not Seymour that had just become a stellar bard.
And
I
it's
don't
not
know.
a mouse folk that's
Did you
now a
ask
halfling.
him his name?
No, but I would recognize his.
So is
face.
he sitting there playing? Did he get on and now he's playing for us?
They're
or
walking
he-
towards the boat.
Oh, okay.
Fireball. Oh, wait.
So he goes back to the boat. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, after we did it.
Hi, who's your friend?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Seymour, these are our people. We're taking
No
them
way.
down the river.
Seymour. We give it an elaborate handshake.
Why, you guys have been gone for a long time.
It's quite the trip.
No.
He's still growing.
You still like jerky, Seymour? I got a ration for you.
It's okay. I got a rabbit right here.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Oh goodness.
It cracks me up every time he does that. It's a great friggin' magic trick. Bards. All right, everybody gets on board. Let's go.
Right.
Brock is still invisible. He plans to stay hidden the whole trip and pretend
So
like he was.
yeah, you don't recognize the halfling, but when he gets on, he recognizes you because the
Okay.
hat changes the appearance, but he doesn't have to look like he's wearing the hat.
All
Yeah.
right.
Nice.
And of course, the voice that comes out of the body is definitely. Let me make sure I've got that all covered up as I move it over here. Is definitely deeper than normal halfling's voice should be.
Mm-hmm. But the voice we recognize.
Seymour. Me.
All
Right.
let's
Who's
see.
that?
Oh, this is Seymour. Seymour, do you
Yes.
still have the
Belfie,
ventriloquist dummy
you've
with
hurting
you?
my feelings. You've men I've met before. He looks around, pulls his hat off, and there's this big fucking plant.
Got it. Thank you. Because I wouldn't know that he can change yet.
Puts the
That's
hat
my
back
hat. I
on,
gave it to him.
and then of course the facade of the halfling kicks back in.
Well, this is a different look then.
Yeah.
Does he still have his? Do you still have your ventriloquist dummy?
No, that got burnt when I was running away from
Oh.
the Dark Elves when you guys disappeared on me.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't know you were my responsibility. Rock told me later I should have been watching. I'm so sorry, Seymour.
I'll take it out of your salary. It's all right.
So wait, you have my back salary then? Give me give me the rest then.
What the fuck do you think I've been living off of the last 2 weeks?
He had your back salary.
No, it's just that bag of holding you forgot you had. I took everything out of it. Oh, that wasn't your bag. Never mind.
I was gonna say I still have both mine.
I got mine.
So now you know what happened to Seymour when you all disappeared.
He's back though.
You got a gig.
All right, so you guys are all sitting there. Goes, oh, yeah. By the way, you might want to strap in, and you do actually see what looks like dining chairs that are screwed to the wall or bolted to the wall somehow, and with these weird straps that go to make an X across your chest.
Right, Seymour. How many times have you been on a journey with this one?
Once. You guys ain't been gone
Right.
but a week.
Wonderful.
And how was that ride?
Have you ever ridden on the back of a dragon?
No.
Can't say I have.
Neither have I, so I've been told it's something like that. At least that's what the last people that we had here. Oh, and did he tell you not to go off outside the door onto the docks?
Yes.
Yes.
Onto the deck of the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, some pansy ass elf didn't listen last time we were here, and we don't know where he fell off at. But yeah, he opened the door, stepped outside, goes, "Oh, it's a nice," and he was gone.
Fair enough. I promptly sit down and see if they go tight enough over my teeny body.
So does everybody strap in?
You could probably go
Yep.
outside. Boots.
I'll be down in the hatch with Fred.
Okay.
All right, you're in the hatch.
All right.
I'm strapping in.
Rock
Strap
is
it
going to
in.
grab one.
So
I'm gonna
Gosh, we're
stand
gonna
on the
open the
back
door
wall.
and Fred's gonna have gouged you, and you're gonna be gouged in Fred. And
Well, I mean,
there's
if,
straps.
if Fred dies, it's just poof. It's fine.
My
Just get
internet.
another one.
And I can unsummon him, so.
That might be a safe bet.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rock is strapped, but
I'm
it's
not staying like this the entire time she's frozen.
as he pulls up the.
Are you
as he
screenshotting
straps
that?
in, the straps become invisible, so it looks like there's nobody
No.
in the chair.
No. Let me see if I can get my snippet up fast enough.
All right, I got it. If that matters.
Uh-oh. That screws up the cameras. Why is that?
And she's frozen on two screens now.
Sorry. I exited the meeting. I don't know why it's still showing.
It's probably taking a second. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so sorry.
Shame on you.
I know.
All right. So where were we? Yeah. So you guys are all strapped in. I think Duck said something about I'm just gonna go to the back of the boat and stand against a wall.
I said I'm going to stand on the back wall.
Slippers,
So
I
that
guess.
the force will push me into the wall. Oh, but I'll still stay standing.
Gravitron style.
All right. So as y'all sitting there, you hear this strange clink, 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 and you start hearing some sort of sound like a whirring noise building and building, and then all of a sudden it gets even louder and louder, and then the ship jumps as everybody who's sitting in their chairs are jerked sideways as you suddenly take off as if slung from a catapult. Ducks, give me a strength check. Constitution. Okay, yeah, I guess.
You want a save or a check?
Give me a save. And may I? Breakfast. Yeah, breakfast is coming back up.
That wine didn't settle well with me last night.
So, Ducks, you're able to. I mean, do you feel your legs wobble? You said you're standing on the back wall. So your legs do wobble as if it's trying to sling you completely back, but you're able to stay standing. Looking forward, stay standing. Your face is like all being smushed back. Yeah, about that time, Brother May let's it loose.
Oh, and I hurl forward.
Good.
So
I'm gonna dodge that.
Give me a
Evasion. Evasion.
give me a dexterity saving
I was
throw.
gonna say you could try. Yeah. doing that.
Danger sense. Danger
You don't want to
sense.
missile catch that one? No, is that not?
No.
a thing to
Missile
do?
catch and throw it back at me.
Heh.
Don't think you can catch a throw back a.
Worst food fight ever.
So yeah, you're sitting here and you're enjoying the feel in your face. The pressure being pushed against you as you see Brother May I lose his breakfast, and you see it coming straight towards your face as you are able to sidestep it without getting splattered. But it does hit the wall at your feet.
Not cool.
So it's lucky that Rock is invisible, but you would be able to see him. He's having some flashbacks. He's expecting the front ramp to run down, then he's supposed to run out into a bunch of machine gun fire. He's not in one of his favorite days. He doesn't really want to remember that. That's what's coming to him. But he's invisible, so you might see some sweat forming in that headrest there.
what's this yellow liquid going across the floor?
So yeah, short of the the engine that or the sound that you're hearing, words that's propelling the boat does sound an awful lot like one of those big aircraft engines that you've dealt with in the
C-130s.
past. Be honest with you, even though I'm an ex-Air Force guy, I cannot recall what year the C-130 was built.
Oh, they were out
But
there
I do
too.
know there's a B-52s were around, and I think they had some pretty good size engines too. But yeah, it's pretty much what it sounds like when he fires this thing up.
DC-3s, those were around then.
DC-3s, B-24s.
Ah.
B-24s were so noisy that if
What
you
did I
did not
say?
wear hearing protection, there was one of the famous directors that then he was famous director before the war, and then he went to do war movies on there. And he did one trip on a B-24. He refused to put on hearing protection, and he was deaf for the rest of his life.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so pretty much that's the sound you're catching coming from the back of this thing. And after a while, you can, even though you're sitting there, you can feel it start to bounce and kind of settle off somewhat. But it's still going pretty quick. Then, of course, there's this, like, almost looks like a megaphone or a record player type speaker
Oh, yeah.
up in
A
the
horn.
corner. Yeah, a horn. Should be safe now to unstrap and move around the cabin, but like I said, don't open the doors and step outside.
I stay right
Oh,
in
and
my seat.
if any of you did lose your breakfast, please take this opportunity to clean your fucking mess up. I hate when people do that. All right.
I
Wait,
guess
does
he
anyone
should.
besides Sarge have prestidigitation?
I'm not doing it. I didn't let it loose, so I am definitely not doing it.
Yeah, Rock's got
Oh yeah,
prestidigitation.
do.
Seymour does have prestidigitation.
He's got a couple of things.
Yeah, Rock's got it. He'll get up and he'll take care of that. He's going to walk around the cabin, and he's fascinated. He's not going to go out the door, but he's going to crack the door open a little bit to see the wind rushing by. And then he has this crazy idea, and he reaches
Well,
into
hold
it.
on. You cracked the window to look out.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
We are horrible people. I'm still strapped in and sitting. I'm not.
Yeah, so you go to unlatch it and you go to push it open, and you're not able to push it open.
Well, I wanted to have some fun because I have.
Oh, wait a minute. It's probably not going that fast now. It's probably the way it started out. You're probably able to get it open a little bit. And it's
little
definitely
bit, that's enough.
you could definitely
Yeah.
see the land just whoosh, flying by.
Okay.
It's
So
probably
then
going to.
I'll open this thing up and I'll let it vent out there to kind of add to the thrill so that anybody who's looking as we go by, sees a long stream of smoke shooting out from behind the boat.
Yeah, so you do that, and there's two streams of smoke coming up behind the boat.
So I just play with that for a little while and go, yeah, this is kind of fun. I like this.
Let me see. All right, so what are you guys doing? And then I'll have some information to give you here in a second.
I'm staying strapped in for the majority of this trip. I do not trust it.
Brock wants to see the engine room, so he will peer through the wall.
Just gonna look through the wall.
Oh, that's not witch sight. It's this one.
Ugh,
Sight.
ghostly gaze.
Oh,
All right, so you
okay.
peer through the wall, and inside you see this weird gnomish contraption of steam and tubes, and what looks like a circular kind of turbine. Some of the metal and pieces you see, you recognize as possibly being from a different era than where you're currently at, but yeah, it's almost as if the gnomes have come across some things. Yes, we'll be taking one in about 3 minutes. So yeah, it's just a weird combination. And now you kind of put the way you see things going by as a little faster than what a PT boat would go at top speed.
That's dangerous if you hit something.
The hell, you did
Why we
sign.
signed waivers.
You did sign a waiver.
We did some waivers.
All right, so we'll go ahead and take ourselves a break. We'll be back about 10 minutes after 9, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
think you've
money.
been writing down your money.
I don't think so because I have a lot of platinum.
We just
Yeah,
got a lot
because-
of gold and platinum from like last game.
Yeah, last session we got like 500 gold and 150 platinum or something like that.
183 platinum each.
Yeah, plus like a bunch of gold.
Yeah.
But no, when we
Like
did
when you
the
put
whole
that in.
dragon thing,
Yeah,
we all
we got a
got
lot
like
from the dragon.
we got like 4,000 or 5,000 plat each from the dragon.
Oh, I didn't write that down. How much did we get?
When we killed the dragon?
Yeah, I didn't write down that from the dragon.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I,
about 4,000 platinum because I have 4,182 platinum.
I cannot recall. We'd have to go back and look at the VOD.
And I have over 1,200 or 12,000
Now-
gold, but I have spent a lot of that.
So careful that the DM doesn't sit here and go, if you didn't write it down, you don't got it.
Mhm.
Which episode was it that we killed the dragon? I wrote it
Just a
down. I
second.
just wrote it down in audio notes, Dan.
Uh-huh. All right, so you guys are on this boat. You're actually free to move around the cabin now. What would you guys like to do?
I will get up and go towards the window that Rock opened and try to get some fresh air.
It only give me a strength check because Rock had to.
Well, he
Rock, I
already
thought
had it
you left
open.
it open, right?
Oh no, you can't leave it open.
Oh,
Puts drag
No,
on the
I
boat.
just did it. I just did enough to play with the smoke coming out of the ever streaming bottle. Then I let it close.
No, you go to push on it. There's too much wind pressure on the outside pushing against that window, that shutter.
okay. Then I'll go sit back down and buckle myself back up and try to breathe.
All right, anybody else? Anything you guys would like to do?
I'm just praying right now.
All right.
We're just gonna be on this for what'd he say? 3 days?
About what he
Yep.
said. Where am I at? All right, so that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right, so
So-
you guys taking watch, eating food? I mean, is there anything particular you're going to do, or are you just going to sit in a chair and be quiet?
We'll eat our good berries, I guess, for the day, and unless there's something I want to do.
No,
I
I'll
mean-
make sure I get up and stretch every so often, but I sit back down and buckle back in because I am not trustworthy of this.
Seymour just kind of plays his instrument periodically, little tunes, whatever he might have picked up from the taverns over the time you guys have been gone. Sings a little, sings a song about the attack on the village and the valiant heroes who sacrificed themselves to save the village. Something along those lines.
It's a good song.
Now, he takes us, say 3 days, right? So after a day, how far down would we get?
About a third of the way.
So if we, fucker,
I mean, ask and you shall receive.
I will do the freaking math. One moment,
It's 1,600 miles roughly divided by 3.
So
16 divided by 3, we're like
About
550 ish.
Yeah. And how many miles can we go with your wind walk?
544 max. So we've gone 8 hours of wind walking in a day.
Okay.
But I can only do that twice.
And they're still going. He's still going. So,
Yeah.
And who knows if he has to stop or not, really.
well, he did
Well, I
tell
was
you
just
if you wanted to get some air and want to step outside, let him know so he can slow the boat down.
wondering if we want to get about halfway mark. If you want to just do the airwalk thing, and when he comes down, say, "Hey, we're alive. We're here. Nobody's here." Just to fuck with him.
Bit of a waste, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
I mean, we already paid for the trip. Why don't we just stay on it? See what happens. Something exciting might happen.
True.
Yeah, you never know. Something exciting.
Maybe
might
we'll
happen.
find a river dragon.
Possibly.
I heard stories
Is it-
about things in this dragon, or not dragon, but dinosaur world of these river monsters.
Yeah, like piranhas and other things. All right.
Sounds fascinating.
So, you guys just staying in the cabin, not doing anything?
Pretty much.
Rock is singing along with Seymour. Well, I think it's gonna be a long, long time till he's doing a William Shatner kind of thing.
Ooh, a yellow bird. No,
I
not
found
doing
it.
that cadence.
So 20th of September. 4,500 platinum.
Is that what you see? Because I found the
Up here.
numbers.
Yeah, and I don't think I've
Okay.
ever to spend it since then. So
Okay, yeah, because I found the numbers. I was just seeing if I ever saw where I divvied it up.
I think that's what was the problem is I didn't get it. It didn't get divvied up, so I didn't take a share.
Yeah, it's 4,500 platinum. So if you haven't spent that, or you haven't wrote it down, you have that, and then the gold.
Well, is that per person or is that the
Yes,
The net? Oh,
that was per person, and then the
I
gold
think
was
I
like,
was waiting for it to get divided. 6,332 gold.
yes, that's how much gold you got as well. So 6,332 gold and 4,500 plat
Okay.
for
I
those who never wrote it down.
Yeah.
All right. So, day pretty much goes uneventful, and you start seeing the lights start to dim outside the shutters. Oops, wrong dice. There we go. So, what would you all like to do?
I'll come up
s-
from the hold and see what everyone else is doing.
Is it
I'll s-
slowing down at all?
Doesn't seem to be slowing down right now at all, that you can tell.
Okay. I'll just send a word to the wifey and check in how she is and the kids are, and let her know we're on our way to face the lich.
Well, all right. Is that exactly what you say?
Yep.
Like, is she gonna wish us well?
She goes, okay.
It's a fine idea.
Be safe. And
We're not
has
doing
your
that.
friend found you yet?
My friend. I'll send another one back to her. My friend.
Somebody's looking for it.
What friend would that be?
Well, it was one of the farmers from the village that said you and your party were friends of his, and he was trying to find out where you went.
I will relay that to the group. Did we have a farmer friend that was looking for us?
We've met some farmers.
I'm kind of thinking that
There was also a whole family of farmers
back on Orzul was
that attacked us, and we attacked back and killed half of them.
Uh-oh.
What did this farmer look like, and what did you tell him?
All right, so give me a moment. Where are you? There you are. I'm waiting for it to load so I can give you the descriptions.
Okay.
Oh, that can't be right. Oh, yeah, it might be. Let's see. No, that's not right. That's the wrong one. There we go. It's this one here. Well, the first gentleman who said he actually knew you.
The first one.
Well, it was a. I mean, this is what she tells you. You said what he looked like. This is your third sending, right?
Yep.
All right. So let's see.
I got two more if we need to spend those as well.
Let me see if I can find exactly what he looks like.
And see if they said what his names were.
So she describes what looks like a kind of a grayish elf type individual in leathers. And he kind of creeped her out a little bit when he was talking to her. At one point in time, she thought she could hear screams, but there was nobody, nobody around. He said his name was Ra.
Raw.
And she said she does recognize. She does describe one of the people with him as, actually, two of the people with him definitely match the description of the ones that you know. Ducks may have slaughtered that were trying to steal food to eat.
Protecting the town.
whoops.
What
I
do you
learned my
mean,
lesson.
whoops?
I took an oath.
Slaughtered.
Well, I mean, I don't know this yet.
There were 8 altogether.
And these are people that were dead? That we know are dead,
No,
right?
no.
No,
If you
it's
remember
the
correctly,
remaining family members.
yeah, if you remember correctly,
Oh.
2 or 3 of them got away.
Okay. All right. I will relay that to the group. Apparently, the farmers y'all attacked.
Y'all, you were there. Don't even y'all.
I was in the tavern watching my kids.
That was before we got your kids.
Explain y'all to me real quick, if you don't mind.
Was that before?
That was before we had found anyone. That was when we had first gotten to the island, and we
That
were
was
fighting
before
all the
you went and got
undeads.
your fire stick.
Oh, okay. Those people.
Yes.
Sergeant Rock, you haven't heard any more voices today.
Oh, good.
Okay. So I'll let them know that we have a group coming for us. And I'll spend another sending, let her know that if they come back, to tell them that we are heading to.
We're up in Sobe and Kerr.
We're
Sobian Kerr.
Yeah, we're up at the port of Sobi and Kerr.
Come and find us.
I was gonna say Dornland.
I mean, I was just pointing in the opposite direction that we're going.
Well, maybe they want to come apologize.
We are in the Quiet Isles, actually.
Yeah, that's far away.
Middle of nowhere.
So you send a
That we're
fourth.
on a boat. Yeah. I'm upcasting the fourth. Do I get an extra 25 words or no? Just let them know we're setting sail for Durin Call. We hope to be there in a couple of weeks if they want to meet us there.
Okay, but did you take your do you have your keeper amulet on you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Is there something you would have left at home? I should have asked you beforehand.
You left her money.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
left her 500 gold and my
Okay.
kids.
Did you leave any items or possessions at home?
She mentioned something about a cloak, just a dress cloak you had bought while you were, the two of you were there. She wanted to know if you took it with you.
No.
He's
Well,
crying.
You can't
Yep.
respond without casting another sending.
Yeah. But,
All right. I'll do it once more.
Yeah,
No.
they have a personal item to scry on you.
But didn't you
It's
buy
a
me
super
that
low
as a
DC.
gift and I didn't have?
I never wore it.
You bought it for me, but I didn't want it.
Yeah.
It's a personal item. Well,
No,
doesn't
I'll just
describe
let her
that.
know that no, I didn't take it. But thanks for letting me know. And I hope to see you soon. Okay, we're screwed, guys.
Why is that?
Why?
Well, before you came along, Belfie and Corporal, we were down. No, you were with us in Orzum.
Corporal was with
That's
us.
where we were.
Corporal was with us.
Yeah.
Litter.
Well, she came after we landed on the island.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's true. She wasn't at this encounter.
Yeah.
I thought you were with us because this happened on the bridge.
She came after we had incurred into the first dungeon and through the floor after we fought the vampire that was Mayai's son.
Oh, okay.
No,
He came after that.
No, she
I
was there for that.
Oh,
Let me check
The
my notes.
first
And I'll tell you for sure.
encounter was when we got to shore and they destroyed our ship. And as soon as we got onto shore, we ran into a group of folks.
that we killed because we thought they were coming after us, but they were.
they
just
were
hungry.
stealing food from the town.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Okay, then that was the one I was at the tavern for.
You weren't separated from us at that time, so we hadn't found any of your kids yet.
He was. He's in
He
the tavern.
did tend to ditch us. He
Oh,
would
did
take
he?
water and then wander off.
Yeah, you went, and that's when you got your fire stick.
Yeah, that was the week I was out of town.
Okay.
Yeah. So y'all left me in the tavern when you went to go talk to the tree and kill people.
Yes, we did. We left him there with the baby or something.
Yeah, because it was
Anyway.
after you found your son and the kids, because this was going on after the mayor was dispatched.
Okay, so it's the villagers that are after us, not. Okay. I ain't too worried about them damn villagers.
Now, what could two villagers with 6 other people have that they could do to you?
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Well,
it's
when I
fine.
can raise an army of undead, I mean, I ain't too worried about a couple of villagers.
What are you telling us here?
I'm not telling y'all anything. I'm telling the DM to bring it.
He
Army
does
of
not
undead.
speak for all of us.
Yeah.
Noted.
Uh,
Yeah. Anyway, what if one of those guys has a boomstick and a chainsaw arm and a
Yeah, that's
Chevy?
what I was gonna say.
We might be on the wrong side.
We might be.
Oh, shit.
If Ash comes after me, I will turn him into Ash.
I mean, you
But,
don't have your wand of fireballs right now, do you?
No,
No.
Belfie has it.
But I might have other things.
Still in the party though.
Yeah,
you'll
and
just point
Roxy's
in the
a
dark
stone
corner.
circling around my head.
Right.
And you cast Revivify into the stone, right, may I?
So, may I?
Yeah. Yes.
Roll me a d6.
Roll you a d6.
If you want, yeah, we could put Revivify into the stone.
I thought May I said he already did.
Excellent.
There's now 5 of evil BBEGs following us.
Yeah.
So, well, no, there's actually apparently 8. So
Ooh.
you guys feel the ship start to slow down.
Wait a minute, Dan, are you saying past actions have consequences? What? All right, ship slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, question.
Hit the horn.
Since
Go ahead.
I was at the tavern when this all went down with them, these guys wouldn't have known about me.
No, but any town folks they talk to were like, "Oh yeah, one of them's married to so and so down the street."
Well, technically, I'm not married to her.
Well, whatever.
As far as they're concerned.
Common law.
But what married or not married, they know that you were living and she's taking care of your children.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be really hard to scry on you because they only have a piece of clothing that you hardly never wore, and they don't even really know you.
No, it was an outfit that she bought for him. It was special.
To
Oh,
her.
that robe. That's all leathery.
It's got the hood with a zipper on the mouth. Yeah, that
Yeah.
hood.
Oh,
Wore that
for
one
that
all the
often.
time.
You wore that a lot?
I did not know this.
So yeah, no, really, right now, they have a -1 to whatever their save is for
But the
scry
one save-
because they've only heard of you, which is a +5 to your save, and they have a possession or garment, which is a -4 to your save.
Okay.
Have you been making
So-
some stray wisdom saves, or you didn't know what they were for?
I haven't been making any wisdom saves to my knowledge.
So
And it'd be really weird if they tried to scry on me and my ring went off, because then it's like, why am I scrying on this retard?
Go ahead. Dan, what were you going to say?
oh, nothing. I was just waiting for you guys to realize the boat had slowed down.
Yeah,
Ah.
You told us it
Yeah, I
slowed
know.
down.
yeah, I was gonna knock on the horn and see if there's a reason why the boat was slowing down.
I assume he has to sleep at some point.
See, let's bring you guys to here.
So you want to wait till
Oh,
I
look at
used
you
up.
with the moving background.
Yeah, you weren't around for this one.
Yeah, I'm up here in the crow's nest, and let me fix that.
I'm here. Woohoo! I'm here.
I'm up here in the crow's nest.
Well, they just threw me out into the water.
We're all thrown out in the water.
All right, so who?
Abandoned ship.
Actually, let's just do this. Let's get rid of all
Oh,
these.
Yeah.
Pull out new ones.
Yeah.
That's on the map layer, so I gotta go to the map layer to get rid of that. Oops. I'm not gonna take the time to make a whole new one. Where is the spinny button? Here's the spinny button. Now, let me check to make sure I don't have... No, I don't want to upload anything.
Okay, is the boat staying where it's at right now?
I don't put anything on them yet because I'm going
Okay.
to change the actual boat itself because you're not on that one.
Oh, wonderful. We're not on that boat.
Let's see. Let's try this one.
That looks about right.
Little boat.
There you go. There's that one. Now, yeah, he slows the boat down, and you hear over the comm, we got a bit of a problem up here. Maybe you adventuring types can come take care of it so we can get on our way?
What seems to be the problem?
I sigh as I unbuckle.
I knew it.
Okay, we're gonna stay down here. Give me a second. I'll cast Windwalk. Good thing I prepared that today. Later, gnome, you're dead.
It's horrible.
So, of course, I'll show you this. For those at home, let's see. Let me go ahead and we'll transfer over to this map. And then I'll bring... Oh, joy. Why is that not coming on?
Crap.
Oh, I know why it's not coming on. Because it's set to Blasted Lands, and we're not currently on Blasted Lands. There we go.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it does it, but it does. So,
I put Pregnant Rocks icon over in the lower left or lower right corner, but then I can't control it. It's just sitting there.
so this is what they're facing.
Pull a new one.
Those actual hydras or just a?
They look like actual hydras.
Fun.
Hell's bells and cotton trails.
Hydras.
Hey, you have that Triton still, right, Ducks?
I do.
Staff
I
of Water
do.
Command. But these are Hydras. You can try it.
So let's go ahead and
Homework.
let's roll some initiative, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, drat. All right. Let's see how it goes. Hey.
Oh, that's a Hydra. Yeah.
Hey, let's
Okay.
go ahead and
Alright.
move the hydras to the token layer because I was wondering why my initiative rolls wasn't working. And it's because I was rolling it on the map layer. So there we go. All right, everybody rolled.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are inside the cabin. Sergeant Rock, you were told that there's something upstairs. Maybe you guys need to take care of. What would you like to do?
And we're slowing down to a reasonable speed.
You're slow. He slowed down before he said something to you.
All right. I'll
We've just barreled through them.
apparently not. We might flip our boat or something. So I'm going to establish an aerial platform. I'm going to get out my carpet of flying. And first I open up a portal, and then I pull up that carpet of flying and jump on it. And signal over to Belfie, when you get over here. I'll hold my action to fly out. It'll be a dash action. And when Belfie gets on the carpet, I'll fly out and go to 30 feet.
All right.
Wait, where's Belfie? Are you kidding me?
You don't have to wait, man.
And I think I'm not going to wait. That's a long
I'm
time.
like my belt's stuck. This is going to take me a moment. I'll catch up.
Yeah,
I'll
please.
come down and pick you up later.
Yeah.
So I just race out of the ship and go to X number of feet. Let me bring this thing on here.
There was a mention of wanting to leave, and Seymour does say, "Please don't. He's a friend of mine."
That's
We
it for me.
haven't walked to take him.
Oh, well, here's the deal. Windwalk only takes so many people.
Right. Never mind.
All right, so you're on your carpet. Anything else you want to do?
And I have enough to transform everyone.
Well, I had to get the carpet out, and then I had to move. So,
All right.
so that's it.
So, Corporal,
So, do we know these things are trying to attack us?
you don't know what's out
or-
there.
Okay.
You just
Once
said-
I fly out, I call out. Yeah, we got some kind of multi-headed fish creature.
And we're still downstairs.
Well, I'm gonna go get Fred and jump on him, and we'll fly out and see what's going on. And I'll just hold my action.
All right. May I?
Are there port windows here?
Well, I mean, there's that window you kept trying to look out of earlier. I'm pretty sure you can open it now.
Okay, I will open it. And do I see this guy?
Mm-hmm.
35. All right. He will panic as he goes blind.
Darkness.
Hmm.
You have no idea how much I hate you.
How big are these things?
All right. So, darkness, you say?
Yes. Cast darkness on him.
And that's what kind of radius? 20 feet?
15-foot radius. So I assume that would capture all his heads in darkness. If I hit the
Possibility.
middle head.
Well, he's a huge monstrosity. I guess they put it right size. What's the size for
Huge is 3x3. Large is 2x2.
Okay.
It's correct.
And you hit him right here?
Yeah.
All right. So that one's enshrouded in darkness.
Okay.
Fred.
Well, we haven't had any of them attack us yet, so he's also going to hold his action.
Okay.
And we're just kind of hovering to see what happens, you know. If they attack, we'll attack back.
What in the hell?
What?
Well, somebody else put a spell counter out there?
Sorry, I did. Want me to delete it?
No, I got
So
it.
it's already been deleted.
No, it wasn't deleted. It was moved to the GM's lair.
Oh, bye-bye, Hydra.
Wow, he really is in darkness.
Let's see.
All right. So I took one out.
Well, Rock can see through the darkness. Did it just go underwater?
It sure did.
I'll yell that out. There was three of them. One of them just dove down. He's probably fleeing. We'll never see him again. Not to worry.
Yeah,
Surge,
uh-huh.
you're up.
All right, so can I get to the front of the boat with my movement?
You sure can.
And even though that one went underwater, can I see it under the water?
Hmm.
Can I see its form even if it's underwater?
Give me a perception.
Oh. I'm hoping I roll high. 26?
Yeah, you see it.
Okay, can all three of them give me a wisdom saving throw?
You saw it swim this direction, underwater.
Yeah, can all three of them give me a wisdom saving throw? I'm gonna try and charm them.
Ooh, charm. Excellent.
What do you have? A charm sea monster spell?
I have a charm monster spell, and I am upcasting it to try and hit all three. It is a 19 save, so I'm gonna try and charm them all and just be like, "Let us leave."
I just got my buckle undone.
And I'm really hoping that you can put that buckle right back where it went.
Okay, so
Holding a dagger. Uh-oh. No.
Got a dagger.
so you cast charm. Do they have to see you to cast that? To be able to?
I have to see them.
Okay.
I attempt to charm a creature I can see within range, and they were all in range.
Interesting. Not you. It's the first time I've ever used a Hydra in 5th edition, and I'm a little disappointed in it. That's okay.
Hydra's not a very good monster in 5th edition. It was
No.
better in 4th.
Yes. All right.
From what I recall when I was looking at it, it had a whole bunch of cool features.
No, there's no
But
features
other
on
than
this.
that, so do I feel the charm take effect on 1, 2, all, some, none,
You think it might have taken effect on at least 2?
on at least 2?
Mhm.
I will have them swim to the side and let us pass. And I will say that loud enough so that the friends do not attack the ones that are charmed.
Okay.
For Rock and Corporal who are not in
Ducks.
the boat.
So yeah, I charmed some of them. Don't attack them unless one attacks you.
All right.
Okay.
Oh shit! Which ones are charmed?
Hold your
I
fire.
wanted to attack one.
Hold your fire.
Ah!
What do you know, Ducks?
Lucky got me before I started raging.
Hey, there you go. And I'm not concentrating, so
I will hold my attack action until I am attacked.
Okay. So you're still inside the cabin?
No, I'm at the front up here.
Okay.
I went out when he said, "Can you guys go to the front of the boat?" So if that didn't work, then I took my movement to get to the front of the boat.
Yeah, here's the front of the boat. So this one here will move right up.
so you're not friendly, eh?
All right. So I will bite you.
So I can take a guess. This one's not charmed.
You can take a good guess. This one's not charmed.
I can attack
Okay.
it now.
No, you
You
cannot.
I can
said-
attack it now.
No, because
Me?
you're it's attacking Surge.
Damn it.
Okay. Number you want to hit is 21.
All right.
21 or higher.
Jesus. Okay, there's one. Hold on. Yeah, out of all of them, he gets you with 1 bite for 7 piercing.
Any poison at all they have?
No,
Huh?
Really?
All right.
no. That's what I'm saying. These Hydra, 5th edition Hydras are.
Perfect for now.
Hey, I mean,
They're only a CR8.
Yeah, they're not. They're
Are
not
they?
very bad.
Yeah.
yeah. When I saw 3 of them, I was thinking, oh, these things look nasty. I hope they're not.
Mm.
How many attacks did it take at me? How many? 5. Oh, so I was able to just with my AC be like, nope, nope, nope.
You were bobbing and weaving.
Yep.
This dragon scale mail has really got me
You
up,
said
up there.
you said 21, right?
21 is the number.
Yeah, I rolled 12, a 19, a 9, well, a 1, a 25, and a 12.
Did it
Alright.
bite itself?
D100 did it bite ducks?
Yeah, bite me, bite me, bite me.
Yeah, roll a d100. We'll see how that works.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
Or you
31.
roll the D100. Did it bite me?
No, it bit itself for 7.
No,
Damn it.
jeez.
No, for 6. So where is he at? He's right here. So I'll take 6 off of him. One of the heads got in the way at that last bite, That's why you missed on the last one too.
Like siblings that don't get along.
Yeah. Gonna snap.
Like we don't have one brain, guys.
All right, Belfie.
It's like
All
they
right,
got 5.
I know.
How much
is
movement would it,
is your charm a
No
concentration?
concentration. I don't got to worry about that. It lasts for an hour. So,
how much movement would it take me to get up the stairs? How
You can
tall
get,
are
The ship's not very big, so you can get all the way up front, up to wherever you
A
want
gnome
to.
made it.
A gnome.
It's gnomish size, right?
Oh, the boat. Yes.
Belfi, it would appear this one is not friendly.
All right, I'm going to move up and then use my dash bonus action to get here. And I will shoot that one with a crossy bow.
Not just a crossbow, but a crossy.
Crossy bow. It's a thing I'm trying out. We'll see.
Oh, okay. We'll see if it
Crossy,
works.
crossy.
29 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, hey, just checking. You know, I don't assume.
No.
Ooh, lots of damage.
36. 43 damage.
Okay, I'll take your 43.
And that's all I can do right now.
All right. So typically, when I see Hydra,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always thinking, you use slashing weapons, cut its head off, and that 2 more grow back.
Yeah.
Poison.
They have
damage.
something like that, don't they?
They do.
It's not this one.
Piercing.
Oh, okay.
I thought in 5e, every 25 damage it takes, a head dies. But then on its next turn, it grows 2 heads for every head that died its previous turn.
Unless it was with fire or something like that.
Yeah, unless it took fire damage.
There's something.
You're right. You're right.
Oh,
At the end of
really?
its turn, it grows 2 heads for each of its heads that were died since.
And
the
it
last
regains some hit points, right? For every head that it grows.
Yeah, something like that. So it
Well,
does.
hell.
It does have that ability. So yeah, one of the heads just died.
You shot it right between the eyes, Belfi. Good job.
Well, we'll see how that plays out.
All right. So this one here will move this way.
Is it moving towards shore?
Well, I mean, it moved off to the side of the boat. It's what you said to do.
Oh, move off to the side of the last pass. All right, that's fine.
I mean, it's what it moved off to the side.
No, that's
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm just.
Sergeant Rock. There's a Hydra right there next to you.
Blocking our way.
I think that one's friendly. I think this is the one that blood kind of trickling down my shoulder. Isn't.
I'll put her over here and drop down to 20 feet.
Everyone
then-
has advantage.
How far apart are they? 10, 20? So I could get 2 of them.
So yes, everybody has
I'm gonna-
advantage.
Cast. I'm gonna use
Y'all are
my
screwed.
Mystic
Advantage
Arcana.
soft players. I like that.
I'm going to try to teleport these guys 120 feet behind the ship, so they're out of the way.
Okay.
Ooh.
But they get saving throws. It's a Wisdom save, DC 20.
Funny thing enough,
Yeah, all saved.
well, you can't see the one under the water.
Nope, I'm just getting these 2.
Yeah, well, this one saved. This one did not. I rolled them in order, and
I love it.
I forgot that after I rolled them in order, this one here would have failed if you had actually seen and got him caught in
All
it.
right, I can't get them because they have to be within 30 feet of me. So I couldn't get that guy over there.
Oh, okay. Well, this one here is 120 feet back that direction. So he is
That
definitely.
is certainly not what I wanted. I'll mark off the Mystic Arcana. Next.
All right.
sometimes it goes like that.
Corporal, you hear combat going on upstairs.
Yep, we're gonna fly over a little bit.
So you're gonna wait till his turn to move.
Yep.
You don't hold any action till you get until he gets to a certain place.
Yep. When it's Fred's turn, we'll initiate combat at that point.
All right.
What action are you holding?
I'm holding an attack.
All right.
May I please? I need to see this one.
Okay. I will come upstairs with my little floating skull. Oh. Alrighty. Fine. I will cast this on him.
Oh,
That's a
that's
crit.
really good for what I want to try and do.
All right. So that's
Nice.
All right. I've made my rolled my save. Let me go ahead and leave this darkness back up here since you still got it going.
No.
Bane's
'cause
concentration.
Concentration. So darkness would go away.
All right. There you go.
Did he fail? It's a DC 18. I don't know if I marked it on that. It actually.
Didn't state, but
Let's see.
There.
There we go.
That should have actually. No?
no, it didn't tell you the DC.
It's fine. I
Oh.
rolled a 5, so
Oh,
I know he failed.
Oh, okay.
But just remind me that that's a minus on saves and attacks.
Attacks. And half damage for any attack that requires strength, which I think Bite does.
Right? Yes, it does. All right. So that was your go. Fred's able to move. And as you and Fred are flying around, you do see a shadowy, large shadowy creature swimming underneath the water near the boat.
I can't really do anything about that.
that one I
It's
think's friendly
underwater.
as well. I think it's just this guy, and I'm not happy. But
Okay. Okay, cool. So, all right. I guess I'm on Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I need to figure out how far I moved. I moved 20 feet to there. That would be way more than his movement. Okay, so I'm the only one that's going to attack at this point because Fred can't do his attack because he moved. So I'm going to use one of my advantages to shoot with a crossbow.
All right.
Nice.
22 hits, 6 piercing.
And then I'm going to shoot again. Oh, didn't need advantage on that one, yay.
Very good. I'll take another 4 points from you.
Yeah.
All right. So
I am going to reach out to touch this Hydra.
Sorry.
Does 26 touch the Hydra?
26 does touch the Hydra.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
It's a very
DC
charismatic
19 charisma saving throw.
How's a 0 suit you?
Was that with Bane?
Oh, no. No, that's not. That wasn't with Bane. You want me to roll for
We're
Bane?
trying to get negative.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll for Bane. Why not?
All right, so how about a -2?
Okay. How does he like living in the water plane?
Plane
As
shift.
I plane shift him out of this plane of existence into the plane of water.
And I didn't get a turn.
He bit me.
So
You made it
should
up
have
on
told him to
deck.
bite me.
Well, don't worry. There's 2 that are charmed that we'll see if we get away before that ends.
It's an hour.
Oh, never mind. We're good.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah, in fact, they
Damn
might
your
try
face.
to serve as protectors.
They might
because
try
you told them
following us. Yeah.
Yeah, you told them to get
Don't leave
outside,
us,
outside the
master.
boat, but then when the boat takes off, they'll be left behind and they'll be trying to swim down the river to catch up.
Okay, so yes, you plane shift this Hydra.
Oof. So all right, he's gone. Forever unless he can get back. I didn't like that. Real pain kind of hurts, but these temporary pain points really are nice.
Yeah.
So, what do we want to do? These two are currently friendly.
Well, let's get everybody back on the ship and tell the captain to take off. So everyone down below.
Is there anything that you can harvest from a Hydra that's really useful?
I mean, these two are untouched and friendly.
That doesn't mean we can't try to ask them to give us something
No.
nice.
I start to walk down to the stairs.
We can't. We don't speak Hydraese.
So I will call the Hydras, see if they all come back over to the side of the ship.
What?
Yeah, you know, because why not?
So many reasons why not. Can we
Is the second one around?
Second one's 120 feet down the fucking river. Give me a little bit. I mean, Jesus, he's only got a swim speed of 30.
Oh, God.
It's going to take him a little while to get up here, a few rounds. If you want to wait that long,
Yeah, I'll wait for him to get up here.
oh, jeez,
I go
okay.
buckle.
What are we doing? Thought you
Alright,
had
so,
this beat.
We're gonna leave here shortly. Would it be all right if you guys could, try and find somewhere else away from the ship so that, you don't get hit by it or hurt by anything like that on
Just
our way
call
back?
it back from 120 feet to tell it to
Go away.
go
Hey,
away.
I'm not done. I'm not done. As I'm guiding myself at the same time. It'd also be nice if we could keep using this trade route without having to possibly run into one another. If it'd be fine if you guys could just let the boats come past and only take what you
We're
need.
friendly. You like us.
Exactly.
So,
They're treating me as a good friend.
Yeah, I understand, even though they're looking at you like, huh?
I will communicate with the animals in their minds.
They have no language.
I'll use images.
And they're only charmed for an hour.
Yes. This
Yeah,
isn't
I'm
gonna
going to
last
leave
long.
a lasting impression of how wonderful we are and how the ship is so
I
good
did
for
not
them.
hurt them. Nobody hurt them. We're friendly.
All right, Ducks. All right. I will let you. Roll me a persuasion at
Guidance on
disadvantage.
Can I
Persuasion
guide ducks as
disadvantage?
well?
At disadvantage.
And since Surge is helping me, that means it's a normal roll, right?
Nope.
They're
Disadvantage.
charmed. They're friendly.
Well, didn't we all get an advantage?
I'm guiding. Oh my
27.
God.
That's perception.
Oh
Yeah.
well, what's
Damn it!
your modifier on persuasion?
Persuasion. So I got a. What did I actually roll? I rolled a 14, so I got a 13.
Well, you
Because my persuasion's a -1.
you do have a D4 from guidance.
I'm getting there. So a 14.
They're not very charismatic beasts either, or monsters.
So, what are you trying to say here?
I mean, ducks.
You can kind of hear him going, sure.
We tell them to leave this river, go to a different river delta, and get as far away from this main trade route as possible. Maybe in the next hour they'll actually be able to get 30 feet every 6 seconds. Who knows? Maybe they'll go somewhere where they can start a new life.
Yeah. You may have convinced one of the heads to not do anything.
All right.
One of the 10.
I tell it to tell the other heads that they need to convince the other heads. Talk some sense into them, buddy.
So they've moved away from the ship to allow you guys to leave. What are you going to do?
I am, as a present, going to aqua adapt, swim back behind the ship, open my bag of colding, dump the 18 pounds worth of junk, or not junk, guts out into the water for them to eat, and then aqua adapt, swim back with my 30 or 60 feet back.
So tell me again, whose head is now floating downriver?
No one's head, just the guts.
But there was a head in there.
There was, but I kept that in there.
I'm back in the hold, standing on my wall, ready to go again.
Yes.
So
you
yeah,
are.
I am feeding the hydras with 18 pounds. They can split it amongst the 10 of them themselves, however they wish,
And you're in
and
a river.
making sure they're far down, or however. This river's flowing this way.
Yes, it is.
How wide is it?
I don't know. Didn't actually mark down how wide the river was.
I'll go
Um,
to a wider point, way away from the ship, and let them
probably
have all those
about
guts.
half a mile-ish.
Okay, I'll be back in just a minute, and I'm gonna swim 5 minutes out, chum the waters, 5 minutes back.
Yep, you chum the waters.
It's just,
Now you're drawing all sorts of other beasts. that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't even
yeah,
know about.
yeah.
They weren't
So-
on the path.
Now I'm,
I'm
gonna get
napping by
back,
the time
and
they
we're
get
gonna
back downstairs
go.
and we're leaving.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're not going to make it back in time.
Oh, man.
Why
You
is
could
that?
have just left.
Well, how long has the charm been going?
Charm? Charm's not your problem.
Other
Anyway.
animals?
Yeah. You just attracted the captain.
Okay. Well, could one of these hydras assist me in safe passage back before he
You
goes
could
back?
have just like left.
Yeah,
I know.
but
Why
no. Now we
He
have to
set
go.
up all this time for this encounter
It's
just
just-
to fuck it.
Here comes the river
That's
kraken.
not.
It's like a kraken, but it's
Oh.
a river kraken. Oh,
Yeah, kippers.
Feel
They'll be
like
fine.
Are they eating the guts?
I mean, there's plenty of guts in the water while I try and make it
But
back.
he likes it wiggly. There, I can't do it, but that was good.
But yeah, no, I'll be making my way back if they want to be fighting over that.
Stupid hobbitses.
Surely the other Hydra would be over here with us.
Nope. You said move away from the side, so he's moved away from the side.
Ah, that's fine. Well, I still got a friend.
All right, so we all back on the ship now?
Everybody's on the ship except for Surge.
I'm down
Come on,
buckled up. I am
Serge.
no help to you right now.
Oh, no one is. It's wonderful.
All right, so let's go ahead and clear this. Surge, to be so kind as to
Roll an initiative for you.
yes, please.
I'll reach out mentally.
Right.
Serge, where are you?
How far is your mental connection?
30 feet.
I'm too far.
Oh, I thought you were right behind the boat.
Nope, he swam off to the side.
I'm a ways
Well,
off to the
then-
side.
5 minutes downriver. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's, this hasn't been too long. It was charmed, 6 seconds, plane shift, 12 seconds.
Is
Yeah.
plane shift a?
He's
Concentration?
gone. No. He's gone. No concentration. He is gone.
Okay.
Okay,
He
so
is living his life in the plane of water.
you swim over there and you dump out all these guts, and then you notice this swarm of fish coming towards you, and they're coming towards you pretty hungrily.
Again with the consequences of action.
So
I know, right?
this one here will come right up on you.
21.
Are you just in your cat form?
No, I'm just myself. I am
That's what I
myself
meant,
with
your shifter form.
yeah, I'm just myself. 21 is the number. I just have aquatic adaptation, so I have the swim speed.
Oh, and you don't have all your hit points.
I'm down temporary hit points. Does that matter?
I don't know if that matters or not.
Because
Probably
I have
does.
102 hit points,
Yeah, that
but I'm
probably
down to
does.
114.
But the Quippers react to whether you're injured or not.
But technically, he's not injured because they're temporary, right?
Sort
Yeah.
of injured, I guess. My mental
You
injury.
said out loud that you had blood running down your shoulder.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
You did say that. I guess that's kind
I
of.
am fine
Yeah.
with it.
I mean, because why not, sir?
Exactly.
So let's go ahead and roll.
Piranha Brothers will enjoy you.
You said, what was it, a 21?
Yes, 21.
Okay, so that one just missed you.
Oh,
But they're in your space, women all around you at the moment.
okay.
What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna move back just a smidgen, not leaving its space per se. And because this is just for fun at this point, and I'm sorry I'm wasting y'all's time, I'm gonna get all of these kippers that I can in a 60-foot cone.
So, would I be able to get all the kippers roughly in a 60-foot cone if that's roughly right?
Roughly.
Okay. Can I get a Constitution saving throw DC 19?
What are you doing?
Cone of cold.
It's freezing them.
Frozen fish,
Okay.
very
so is
popular
it
these days.
Con save?
Can they take what is that?
Legal
15? No,
Hey.
17
Yeah,
hit
they
points.
can. They can
Okay.
take it.
Yeah, they
So
have
DC 19.
overall swarm hit points.
And I'm assuming you decided to make sure what's his face was not involved.
Yeah, the
in it?
Hydra was not going to be hit by it.
All right.
I'm not that dumb. Okay.
They all failed. They could have taken half, but they couldn't have taken all.
Okay. So I'm gonna make my way back to the ship.
All right.
Hopefully this time.
Don't seem to have any issue.
All right, knock on the horn. We're good to go.
About damn time. The hell are you doing out there? Taking a.
In like 10
Good
minutes.
for 10 minutes out there.
You know what can happen
You're
in this water in
welcome.
10 minutes?
Looking at the two Hydras that aren't attacking.
Yeah, that's what's making him nervous. He's wanting you to hurry up because he knows charm only lasts for so long.
And it lasts long enough. We can go. Strap in. Everyone good to go?
Roger.
I'm
Strapped
napping.
in.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been waiting on you.
All
I
right.
can
So
get rid of that
everybody
now.
is strapped in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, same scenario. You get that whirring sound as the motor fires up. Is everybody holding on?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
all buckled.
You all buckled
me
in?
and me and Fred are laying down in
All
the
right.
hold.
So,
I worry for you guys down there.
yep.
Walk.
Well, luckily all the boxes and crates all seem to be pretty well secured, as if, didn't want any movement while this is going on. So everybody's secured, right? Everybody's ready to roll.
Yep.
All right, so he fires it up. The engine kicks off. Thought you guys were ready.
Funny, Dan.
All right.
The way it goes.
And yes, it takes off. And takes off that same breakneck speed. And after a while, it seems to settle down a little bit. So you're able to. Oh, yep. Yeah, this
Box
time you're.
rotate to-
You give some
He's
dry
sleeping?
heaves,
Left
brother,
in
may I?
sleep?
But there's not much left in there to let out.
Rock's going to take an hour nap.
Yeah, Rock has probably slept in several trips that were
Oh, yeah.
somewhat similar to this.
I will take a long rest if possible.
Everybody can maybe take a long rest. We will find out shortly.
Okay.
Because Surge, being the last one on the ship, is going to make a roll for me.
Oh, perfect. What do you want? What number?
I have no idea. Give me a second and I will... give me a D20.
How is an 8?
8's fine.
8 Hydras show up out of the water.
No. Hydras was a low ball. This time it's going to be Dragon Turtles.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
They fit in the
Multiple dragon turtles.
hmm
Jet
Polymorph.
power. Dragon Turtles.
Yeah, there's going to be...
Polymorph them into a snail.
there's 8 Dragon Turtles and every one of them's wearing a ring of mind shielding.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay, those are big.
Ooh. And they have rockets.
They have 2 big barrels strapped to their back. No,
Blastoise, get them!
so it seems to go pretty much uneventful for the rest of the day. You get your long rest. Go ahead and give me. I don't know. Who wants to volunteer to give me a D20 roll?
I'll do it.
All right.
There you go.
Go
Give
for
me
it.
A 1.
Of ducks.
You
You-
disconnect.
I mean, he is a
I'm not
halfling.
going to do it again. I'm a halfling, right?
Yeah, halfling luck.
That's
Rerolls
right.
once.
Okay. Go ahead.
Unless a 1's good. Is a 1 good?
No idea.
I'm not going to answer that question. You have the choice to re-roll it or not.
Re-roll
I
it.
want to
That's
keep
what
the
it
1.
says.
I'm just going to keep it. it says it does say reroll ones, but I think it's talking about ability checks or attacks,
Does it say
right?
you may reroll
Yeah.
one, or you should reroll?
Okay, last chance.
I'm gonna keep it.
You certain?
Yep. It's my final answer, Regis.
All right. So you guys get about 8 hours and nothing happening.
Good one. All right.
Who's next?
Good, because I just did my long rest.
Who wants to
Okay.
roll next?
I'll roll. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I took mine because I cast all my big level
Hey, it's
spells.
an 8 again.
Hey.
All right. So pretty much you get through your second day on the boat with no further slowdowns. See, we've gotten Surge, we've gotten Ducks, we've gotten Belfie.
Me
So,
next.
Go ahead.
Ha
Excellent.
ha!
High end.
Excellent. Natural 20. Guess what you get to do for me now there,
Sentinel?
you get to roll me a percentage dice.
Well, at least it wasn't 86. 86 would probably be bad.
Hmm. All right. So give me another percentage.
Hey, I'm just trying to mix it up a little here.
That's
Roll
some
high,
high-low.
roll low.
All right. So it's getting close to dark again because you guys have had your night and the day, and then you hear over that little intercom that apparently the gnome, you never see the gnome anywhere near you guys while you're on the ship, but you're certain that's because he's constantly running. Sergeant Rock, if you're ever doing your ghostly gaze back in the back, you kind of see him running around like a chicken with its head cut off back there, fixing this, tightening that, left and right. But you
Then
hear...
who's steering the boat?
That's a good question.
Guy named Otto.
So you do hear over the little, the horn, the loud horn, it's a, shit. What the fuck do they want now? And he slows down. Just in case you're curious, there is a group called River Pirates. And
What are you saying? They steal
yeah.
rivers? That's kind of dumb.
So there's a. Let me go ahead and bring you guys all back over on the boat. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy.
Right. When you say pirates, how many are you talking?
Well, I don't know. I don't count how many people are on their boat.
How deep is the water in this area?
I don't know. Do you want to jump in and find out?
Well, I'm kind of curious how deep it was last time we were in the water, back with the Hydras.
It's pretty deep, pretty good size, a
Okay.
pretty good depth, I guess. Oh, pardon me. Proper way to put it.
Gotcha.
You got rid of my token.
I moved your token. I didn't get rid of anybody's.
Well,
Me
then where
and
did
Fred
I
are
go?
just going back and forth in the bottom of the boat there, apparently.
Unless you were near a Hydra, I didn't think I got rid of you.
I
I may
see.
be underneath the boat. I just brought him out.
Yeah, I only see that, and then this little guy floating out there.
I don't see that little guy floating out there.
Tapping at the horn. How bad are these pirates?
Like the little bitty ship. I'm
It's just
picturing
like,
one of those remote vehicle thingies, right? The guys are on the shore going,
yeah, it's like they come out, two guys rowing a dinghy and one captain with a spyglass.
Do you normally
at
just
all.
pay them off? Do they steal? What? This can't be the first time you've encountered them.
Yeah, usually they take everything on board of any value.
What's on value? Wait, you mean even on your person? Crap. Well,
So what that means is there's a lot of stuff on value on there.
All
That's
right. Well,
Sounds like we're gonna get payday today, boys and girls.
well, how
Yeah.
far out is the
Fred.
boat? Like when he says it, how far out is the boat?
Mhm.
It's
Because if we're gonna
alongside.
deal with this,
We'll say right about there.
Hey, we
Okay.
need a briefing, don't we? We all need a briefing, right?
Each day, yeah, I give you guys
Well, I
briefings
mean-
for their 19 temps.
did we get that today?
Yeah, every
Sarge
day.
talks constantly, and even in
Everyone
his
would have
sleep,
got their
I think
water
we're
breathing
fine.
as well then.
Yeah, that's a
Nowadays,
good one to
First, I
have.
guess.
yeah, there's a military briefing on water safety and shipboard safety, use of PFDs, that sort of thing.
Oh, I can control.
I am. The boat.
Oh no! Back on the boat.
Okay, how far out are they? Can I see
Uh,
them?
About 85 feet, 80 feet.
Do we see anybody out on the decks?
We're still underneath, right? So
Yeah, you guys
Well,
are
I
still underneath. So, yeah,
I'll come
that's
running up to the front of the bow.
Yeah, in accordance with precedent, as soon as the gnome says, "Oh, this guy's," and he starts slowing down, I get out my carpet and I open the hatch and fly up to 30 feet.
no. What you're going to do is you're going to roll initiative.
Gotcha.
Initiative
I got a
cannon
bird.
fire.
See if I can find that button.
better, be better, be better, be better, be better. Better.
Let's select my token first.
May I? What the
Garbage.
heck, man?
I'm gonna use my
That's some-
initiative.
Awesome initiative.
I'm gonna stick with that one, and I'll get rid of my advantage.
Okay, now that I actually rolled it. What was my first roll?
0.08.
Oh, geez, that's bad. 0.08, huh?
Actually, I will burn my initiative bonus.
I don't know why it says advantage on mine. I only rolled it once.
I don't know why mine showed up in red.
Because
You
you
rolled
rolled
it
a
twice.
one.
You rolled
Natural.
2 dice. You rolled it with advantage.
No?
Or you actually rolled 2 d20s on your initiative roll.
Yeah, if you're rolling
One
it off,
was
if
a
you're
1, one
rolling
was
it
a
off
14.
of D&D Beyond or something like that, it'll roll certain things give you advantage on the roll if you have it, and you
correct.
or you got
Sentinel
disadvantage.
Shield. The Sentinel Shield gave her advantage.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it gave her a
And-
disadvantage for the roll. So
No,
But-
so the roll, if you
Natural
look at it, it rolled 2 d20, one a 1 and one a
Yes.
14, and then added them together.
Okay.
Well,
So
no,
it's
because she has a
wrong
plus.
for some reason.
no,
She has a plus.
it gave it to her.
1.12.
It's just letting you know she rolled a 1
Yeah.
in the mix. But yeah, it's giving her
Oh,
a
okay.
14. So it was with advantage.
It took the advantage.
Yeah.
It's just since she has a dex of 12, it's plus
Oh,
1.12.
All right. So yes. So you
I
guys
used my
are-
advantage that I had for my thing.
All
I'm
right,
not gonna take
so I'm gonna read these off. Belfie's got a 22.
Yep.
Sergeant Rock's got a 22. Surge has got a 20.
Unless you're 22.
Correct.
Well, y-
I'm
yeah.
attacking down there with Fred. Let's do it, Fred.
Mayai's got an 18. Punishment's a 15. Dux is a 12, and Fred is a lower 12. All right, so you guys are all inside the ship, inside the cabin. The captain, of the ship goes, "All right, I'll slow down and we'll either negotiate or do whatever the hell you do, and we will pick up here next week."
Oh,
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another episode of Dungeons with Veterans. Monday we have stay posted. We have something we may be doing that's different than what we have been, so we'll see you tomorrow night for that. I'll tell you more when you join us. Wednesday night is a continuation of our Torg Eternity, Blood on the Blasted Lands, and then Friday, hopefully we will have some more of the Rime of the Frost Maiden. And then, of course, come back here next Sunday to see exactly what kind of negotiations this crew does. If I have any idea, it's probably none whatsoever. So with
I
that,
don't think we're very good at that.
I mean, I got a
I don't-
spell that could end this real quick.
so like I said, once more, thank you for joining us. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so remember the golden rule. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.